I'm not like the people who are gay have a high STD rate than compared to others. Is that right, or is that, I don't know if
Yeah, so with specific STDs, there's higher proportionalities amongst gay people, but with other STDs, there's higher proportionalities amongst straight people. Right. For example, right, there's actually different rates of STDs amongst races as well. Right. So if you compare on that basis, right, there are going to be particular races that have a greater likelihood of STDs. Is it like wrong to engage in intercourse with that race because they have a greater likelihood of STD?
No.
Right. Okay. And then also, not to mention this whole notion that like an action is going to be wrong because it yields like a higher risk for some like negative side effect that will only affect you when compared to the average is like, it's very irrational. So like another example of this is going to be like an 85-year-old woman that goes outside, right? So she's going to be at a higher risk than the average like individual to get like an autoimmune disease. Is it therefore wrong to go outside as an 85-year-old woman? No. So then if a gay person is at a higher risk for, you know, like any of these STIs or STDs compared to like a non-gay person when engaged in the act of homosexual intercourse, why would it be wrong for them to do so? I mean, just comparing the logic. And I mean, that on top of the fact that, you know, STIs and STDs, you know, have, you know, affect, you know, gay and non-gay people at like different proportional rates. And there's some that affect gay people more and there's some that affect straight people more. It's just, it's a really bad position to take. I mean,
that's true, I guess, because I also believe like you shouldn't be having sex at all, like unless you're with somebody, you know, before marriage and stuff, because of that same reason too.
How old are you?
I am 20. My dad is just really strict. Okay, I promise you I'm 20.
Okay. You're living at home at 20.
Yeah.
So do you have any other points as to why it's going to be wrong to be gay?
No. Just about this, mostly about the society thing. It's hard to reproduce if we continue to normalize this.
It won't change the reproduction rates.
Wait, just saying it's acceptable, but it sounded like earlier you agreed that it's acceptable, so it sounds like you're also perpetuating the normalization of being gay.
What do you mean acceptable?
Right. Well, you said that there was nothing wrong with like being gay particularly, right?
Like
having that attraction to somebody else?
Yeah.
Of the same sex? Yeah, I don't think... Because I think that's normal. Like everyone, not everybody, but a lot of people have these impulses. But the thing is, it's not okay to necessarily act on it and be like, you know what, I want to spend the rest of my life with a woman just because I think they're so sexy, they're so fine, you know, all this.
I'm confused. Sorry. Can you say the last part again?
So I said that I think that having the actual attraction to the same person is a normal thing, part of human society forever, whatever. But
so yeah, being gay is normal. Okay.
Yeah, but acting on it.
So this is exactly what I'm saying. You just perpetuated the idea that being gay is normal. That's all we're saying.
No, I'm saying the thoughts, but I'm saying acting on it is not okay.
Oh, okay. So you think that it's wrong for us to say that, but we're just saying in society that being gay is okay, right? So there's nothing wrong with saying that in society.
Yeah, but you're also saying that it's okay to like be with a man. And, you know, spend the rest of your life.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Do you think it's like wrong because you have this like self-perceived like idea that it's not normal?
No, I just explained to you that the actual attraction to the same sex, like that's a normal thing. Like we all.
Right.
No, I don't want to say all. I keep on saying we all, but when
So
I
then
refer
why
to
is
that,
homosexual intercourse wrong?
yes,
I asked you why it's wrong.
like what I said, like we won't be able to reproduce.
So it's wrong.
Wait,
because
but I
it's
brought that up in the
reproduction.
scenario with the infertile woman.
Yeah, it is wrong for a woman to be infertile. Something is wrong with her if she's not able.
No,
to have
no.
kids.
Is it wrong for me to be married to her and to engaging intercourse with her, knowing that she's infertile?
That's different. I mean,
Is it?
Of course it is. That's called special
Of course
pleading.
it is. Yeah.
no, it's.
So you're
not.
saying
It's still- she's still a
homosexuality,
woman.
homosexual intercourse is wrong because you can't have kids in homosexual intercourse, but then
Yeah.
engaging in intercourse with an infertile woman as a man is not wrong, irregardless of the fact that that would also lead to no kids. It's just a contradiction.
I'm not saying. I think you guys are just misinterpreting what I'm saying.
No, not at all. Like you literally said that homosexual intercourse is wrong because it leads to no kids. Infertile intercourse is not wrong, regardless of the fact that it leads to no kids.
Because you're just comparing one, but if you if you say that if you say that having gay sex is normal, then we look at a society and then we normalize this, and then so many people are coming out with gay. But if you sleep with one infertile person, it's not gonna
Define normal.
Wait, if two gay people just have sex once, right? What does that do? That doesn't hurt society at all.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay. So is it wrong?
But then if they come out and say this is
So
okay,
if they just have gay sex without telling anyone, there's nothing wrong with that.
This is the wildest take I've ever heard.
Just as long
I
as
mean-
they don't say it.
but the fact that they're doing that is kind of, you shouldn't act on those impulses.
Okay, so what's wrong with acting upon those impulses?
You should be with like someone who you guys can reproduce with and create a family
Couldn't you say the
with.
same thing with the scenario I brought up in terms of the guy who wants to marry someone who's infertile?
Well, it depends on why
They're fertile.
he's
They could be
married
with
her.
someone else who's fertile, but you didn't really apply that then.
And Parker actually asked you. He said, if I want to be with, like, if I have a girlfriend and marry this infertile woman, even if I have the choice to have a girlfriend or marry a non-infertile woman, is it okay for me to marry the infertile one? And you're like, yeah.
You should prefer the like fertile one.
Well, I'm in love with the infertile woman, right? In this scenario. So if that's the case, of course I would prefer to be with the infertile woman, even though, right, I can be with someone who's fertile. So again, in that scenario, right, like you didn't say it's wrong for me to be with the infertile woman.
Carissa, thank you so much for the Lucy the Llama. Also, Noah, thank you so much for the Venmo.
Well, I mean, I guess I have to think more about that because you kind of do have a point, but
Thank you for the llama. I appreciate it.
I'm not understanding like a single thing you're saying, man. Like your arguments are contradictive. You kind of sound silent right now. You don't really know what to say.
Yeah,
It honestly
you
just
have a
sounds like you have like
point, 'cause,
ingrained
like,
homophobia.
what'd you say?
I'm like the silence, like the
Because I'm trying to think. I'm
absence
trying
of
to think
logic.
about what he said because I do think that what he said, like that's okay if you choose to be with an infertile woman. I think that the actual infertile woman is wrong. That's something is wrong with her.
Well,
but you
we're
choosing
talking
to
about
be
something
with her.
whether or not it's morally wrong from our standpoint,
Yeah, I
right?
understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I
and if
agree
there's
that I don't
nothing
think
morally
it's-
wrong, thank you for the hat and mustache, I appreciate it. If there's nothing morally wrong in that standpoint for me to not be with the person who's fertile and instead be with the person who's infertile, well then what would be wrong with a person who's gay engaging in gay intercourse? It doesn't seem like there would be a reason.
But then, like, you can also go back. That's why I can. Well, what I'm thinking about, if someone is normalizing that, then I'm saying, okay, then between let's say two consenting cousins, you know, what would be wrong with them being together?
Yeah. So did they grow up together in a family setting?
No, they could.
If they didn't grow up together in a family setting, then I don't have a reason why I would consider it to be wrong unless we're talking about like some sort of genetic offspring.
So you would think that's like it's okay for them to be together as long as
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would have a
Leave it in
preference
hearts.
against that. I think it's weird, but I wouldn't have a reason why it would be morally wrong outside of the context of the fact that there'd be some sort of familial power dynamic.
Yeah, right. So like, if they can express consent via means of not growing up in like this familial family dynamic, and there's a 0% chance that they will ever have offspring, it's just going to be like really weird. Not like Braun.
I guess I disagree with that. I think it would be wrong.
Why so? What's the reason?
That's just how they're gonna reproduce.
Miriam, honestly, do you have any last comments for us?
Wait, no,
No, I
again,
don't.
we said that like if it leads to reproduction like that, we would consider it to be wrong because of the negative impacts on that child.
Yeah, that's why I think it's wrong too.
Okay, but like outside of that context, if they're infertile, is it wrong? If they can't produce children, so is it wrong in that scenario?
It is wrong. If you're infertile, something's wrong with you.
No. If it's if the cousins are infertile and they engage in intercourse and it doesn't lead to any reproduction, is it wrong?
Yeah, it's just not.
So
like,
what's the reason?
It's just. It's not right. It's not like
It's not
what we're.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a reason, right?
Well, the reason of like being infertile too, but
Well, I think we should probably ponder on that one.
Yeah, why don't you go-
I agree. But you
go-
did
go
bring up
ponder on
some
it.
nice points and
Thank you for the rose, Ben.
to get me thinking about it.
Go ponder on
appreciate
it. Appreciate you coming up here. We're gonna go move on to the next guest. All right. By the way, Parker didn't get a proper introduction because I had a guest in when you came up. Parker is going to be co-hosting
good.
with us for a little bit. Welcome and to the stream. I mean, I'm sure everyone's familiar with this because you've just been killing it with me for like the last 15 minutes. But we're going to go ahead and do some Dean X Parker debates here, collabing on the topic. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up here.
Probably got like another 30 minutes or so, everyone. We can get some debates in today, and then we'll have Dean. Dean's probably going to be live for a bit longer and whatnot. I'll be back on my main account tomorrow, everyone. So watch out for that.
Mustache.
Be back on the main
Look at that
account
mustache.
tomorrow.
Yes,
But
sir.
yeah,
I'm excited. It's going to be.
I don't think it's adding this person. Yeah, I know. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be back on the main. TikTok really needs to fix their suspension system.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and talk to Matthew. Marshall, thank you so much for the $5 Venmo, man. Thank you so much. Good to see you, Marsh. Thank you, man. This next guest is loading in here, chat. Just go ahead and give it a minute. If you're enjoying the streams, make sure to hit that follow button. If this button right there is red, make sure to hit it, turn it white. Also hit the follow button on Parker's account. Some fun 2v1s. It is not adding this individual either. So we're going to go to move on to the next guest if you want to entertain the chat while I'm looking.
Yeah, by the way, if you have any questions to ask me or Dean, everyone, Venmos are in our bio, or you can look at Dean's, or Dean, you have it in your bio, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and you can ask us any questions. They're like super chats from YouTube essentially, but through Venmo instead. We'll read them off on live and whatnot. Obviously, if it's the one that would indicate a response. Lisa, I appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
What's up?
What's going on, Justin? Do you think it's wrong/immoral to be gay? Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts.
Define what wrong really is. Is it actually
I don't know, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay, normally I wouldn't say this, but you do like sound like you could be a child to me.
No, I'm not. I'm a grown ass man. I was born 420 and 95.
Can you turn your camera on?
Yeah, give me 1 sec. I just getting into doing the live thing. I just got enough.
Yeah, no,
people-
sorry. We just have to make sure because it's TikTok TOS. We want to make sure that we don't get taken
It
off.
says live
Appreciate the hearts. Thank you.
access needed to go live to video.
Oh, he doesn't have. They don't
Yeah.
have the ability to turn on the web.
You can have 1,000 followers for that. He's at 205 right now. Thank you so much for that, Cap. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. I don't know. I'm willing to give Gator the benefit of the doubt. I mean, he was pretty quick with that 9/11 response. I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. So, Gator, Mr. Gator. Now, why do you think it's going to be wrong to be gay?
Because I just think you belong with a female. You know,
Apparently, TikTok did not think he was 18. Apparently, he just got bananaed.
Okay, we want to make sure. Damn, that's wild.
Apparently, TikTok did not think he's 18.
Joey, I appreciate the Venmo. Same thing, Courtney. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
We're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest here. Let's go ahead and get Jamie up here.
Someone wanted me to do the Trump impersonation. Maybe we'll get one. We'll get some point.
One day, right? By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the
Right.
stream, make sure we're tippity tapping away in that phone screen. Let's try to get up to 500,000 likes. Also, make sure to hit that follow button if you haven't already. Make sure to follow Parker as well. What's going on, man? Oh, hello. Oh, he's out of here. All right, we're having some issues with the guests today. I can't lie.
Yeah, no. Yeah, thank you for the hat and mustache. I appreciate it, Nina. Thank you so much.
What's up, Jay? Do you think it's wrong to be gay?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Well, I'm mixed. I think it's all right, but I don't think it should be pushed on people.
Okay, Jay. So you don't think it's wrong to be gay? You just like have some like
So-
some Republican view on like gender. Unfortunately, we're only talking to people that think it's wrong to be gay. I mean, like it's like a related conversation, but it is not the same conversation. I do appreciate you for coming up here, though, man. We're gonna move on to the next guest.
Yo,
Hello. Do you think it's wrong/immoral to be gay?
yo, can you do like a transgender one? Because this one is kind of hard.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest. I apologize once again. We're just looking for some debates, y'all. Make sure we're in the
Speed run through the guests.
Make sure if we're in the request, y'all, that we're gonna like be staying on topic, y'all. I apologize. I do apologize. What's up, TikToker? Do you think it's wrong/immoral to be gay?
Why is alright? Here, I need to know what he's.
Yeah, I don't think they're there.
Well, I don't think they're there either, y'all. Make sure we're in the request if we do think it's wrong to be gay, guys. Unfortunately, the guests are giving us a bit of a headache right now. We're just looking for
this
some
is
debates,
great.
y'all. Yeah, this is great, man. Next guest is loading up here. This guest did not connect, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the next, y'all. We're gonna get a debate for y'all. We are gonna get a debate for y'all. Just give it a minute, chat. Just give it a minute. We're gonna go ahead and get this next guest up here.
Tap the fuck out of the screen, everyone. I better see it hit 500K likes like right now, everyone. Right the fuck now. There's 4K people in here. If y'all tap the screen right now, we'll get there in literally like probably like 5 minutes. All right, everyone.
Ironically.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. Also, everyone, I'll be back literally tomorrow on my main account. I don't know what time, but probably midday. So I'll see everyone then. Just letting everyone know.
What's going on, Shim? Do you think it's wrong to be gay?
Yeah.
Why?
I believe in God.
Yeah, where does God say it's wrong to be gay?
Leviticus.
Yeah, so the rules laid out in Leviticus are specific to the Israelites, and they're different references from the Egyptians or the Canaanites. God states this directly in verse 18. So you would have a strong case as to why it would be wrong to be gay as an Israelite living 3,000 years ago, but we are not Israelites living 3,000 years ago. Now are we?
Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care about that.
Right. So then why is it wrong to be gay?
I just told you. So I really came up here. I've been waiting. I've been watching. Whatever this chaotic stream
Bro,
go on for about an hour just to ask you this question.
Shem.
Yes.
Shem. Oh wait. No, it says in verse 18 of Leviticus that those were specific rules for the Israelites.
Yeah.
God
okay.
says this. Like you're
So,
disobeying the word of God if you're
what's
using
an
this.
Israelite?
Right, so we're going to be looking at people living inside of Israel 3,000 years ago. Thank you so much for that subscription. Thank you so much, Telly.
Yeah,
right,
that
and then
law
like
still
and
applies
also
to me
this
today.
this is specifically stated because the Canaanites and the Egyptians, practice gay orgies to worship their gods, and God was like, no, that's bad. So we can't do this. If you're an Israelite, you can't do this. And this is seriously, go read your
That's
Bible.
not the context, actually. But,
No, it is.
so
Go
anyway,
read the Bible.
I have
No,
a question for you. I have a question for you.
unironically, go read the Bible. Unironically.
No, I think you need to read the Bible, but I have a question
Appreciate
for you.
those sunglasses.
I have a question for you.
No, Shim. Unironically read the Bible. God states directly in verse 18. But go
Wait,
ahead.
Shem, before you ask that
Okay.
question, can I ask you one thing real quick?
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so-
No, I said I was going to ask a question. For you, neither of you can answer this.
Whoa,
but,
Parker, go ahead. Parker, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, cool.
When it relates to the Old Testament, right? If you accept the Old Testament, are you pro-life?
Pro-life, yeah, I'm pro-life.
Yeah. So would you be okay with someone getting an abortion if their wife cheated on them? Like the wife should get an abortion in that scenario? Do you think that should happen?
If she cheated on him,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You think that she should get an abortion?
I don't know. It's not for me to say.
So you think that they should kill the child under your own view? Not many.
So if a dog starts humping your leg, isn't that consent?
Just because something has consciousness doesn't mean it has the ability to consent. Children have consciousness, yet cannot consent in sexual encounters.
Are you
Are
saying
you saying,
that,
are you saying that children can consent? Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I say children can consent? You fucking
Well,
idiot.
you said if they have consciousness, that would be indicative of the fact that they can consent,
I
right?
told
Children
you, I
have
gave the example.
consciousness,
If a dog
so
is
isn't
humping
that
your
indicative
leg,
of that they can
clearly,
consent?
The dog is, showing whatever is going on. That's
Right.
consensual if the dog is doing
Oh, really?
it first, right? Why
Really?
would you
So-
have a problem with that?
If a 12-year-old texts a 75-year-old.
Okay, we're not talking about
No,
people. We're
Shem.
talking about
accusing you of it.
You're a
just simply
fucking clown,
are.
bro.
So no. Shem, what I need you to do is I need you to listen, right? So what
No,
you're
I'm not gonna
saying
listen
is that
to
if
this,
a
bro. I'm
dog
sorry.
is like humping someone's
you're a
leg,
loser.
bro, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on mute. All right, and oh no, he just left. He unironically just
Bro is very angry.
he was very angry. I mean, bro, he said he had that question for.
And I was about to run through Leviticus and all. Yo, Chase, thank you so much for the Venmo. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. W Chase.
We're gonna go get our next guest up here. That guy was funny though. The guy was funny. I wish he'd come back. I kind of want to talk to him. I'm like dead serious.
Yeah, come on, bro. Come back. Thank you for the handout. I appreciate it. Don't run away, bro.
What's up, Damien? Do you think it's wrong to be gay?
Hell yeah, boy.
Yo, Stacy, thank you so much for the gym gun. W, Stacy. All right, why is it wrong to be gay?
Because you're a fucking faggot.
Stacy, I appreciate you for the second gym gun as well. So, all right. So, anyways, don't leave, don't leave,
You
don't
just
leave.
hear-
Right?
yeah, you just said that,
So,
yeah.
so now this is my favorite thing to do. So, Damien, first of all, that's a slur. And like what I'd like usually do in like any normal conversation is just automatically end it because that's insane. But see, the thing is all this is so fun, right? So you are outwardly no, I need you to listen to me. You are outwardly homophobic. I mean, you just used a slur. This is crazy. So now what I need you to do is I need you to like Quinn, thank you so much for that champion. Thank you so much. Is I need you to rationalize your homophobia, justify it. Give me an actual reason as to why it's wrong to be gay.
What are you talking about?
No, tell me why it's wrong to be gay. Give me a reason, right? Give me a reason. Show me that this prejudice in which you hold against gay people to the point of quite literally using slurs, derogatory slurs against them, is rational. Give me your reasons as to why it's wrong to be gay.
It's just wrong, bro.
Oh yeah, it's wrong because it's wrong. That's circular logic. That doesn't tell us anything. Give us your actual reasons.
So you like, alright, so you like fucking a dude in his ass?
All right, negative IQ. Anesthesia, I really appreciate that.
Yeah, dude, I actually don't think that one would have got above room temp. But I got a Venmo from Dustin. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And asked a great question, actually, for people who bring up like the underpopulation sort of thing with like engaging in gay intercourse, right? If there was an overpopulation issue, would it then be immoral to be straight?
Right, exactly. Amber, thank you so much for that galaxy. And I got a video from Anastasia. First of all, thank you so much. And she says that we make her laugh and the debates are really fun and informative. Anastasia, thank you so much. Also, thank you so much for that galaxy. W Galaxy. We're going to go ahead and get our next guest up here, y'all. If you guys are enjoying the debates, make sure to let me and Parker know by following both of us. We both do this quite literally every single day, and also by tippity tapping away on that phone screen. What's up, Campbell? Parker, actually, do you want to go ahead and take this one away? Thank you for that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, before I leave, of course. Yeah. Yo, what's up? Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Yeah, man, I do.
What?
I do. Yeah, I do believe it's immoral or wrong.
Why so?
If it's basically like stealing or lying, why do you have to hide it if you want to do it? You know what I mean? Why would you have to hide something that you feel is right?
Well, for example, right? People hid the fact that they were left-handed for a very long time within society because it was looked at in a negative connotation, right? Does that mean that it was wrong to be left-handed?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so just because it's hidden doesn't mean that it's wrong, right? It just means that there's societal implications upon people, right, in which negatively impact them if they are expressive about this particular aspect of their characteristics.
All right, I get that. I don't think I have any more like things I can think about, but I feel like I just wanted you to answer that question.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
Also, like something that's even like more analogous, right? Is
to be gay. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, is it wrong or moral to be gay?
Yeah,
Why
it's
so?
wrong. Cause like, let's say you're Christian, right? And the Bible says it's abomination for gay.
Are you Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's going to tell us that the Bible is accurate in describing to us what's right and what's wrong about morality?
What?
What's going to tell us why the Bible is accurate in describing to us what's wrong and what's right about morality?
I don't get what you. Wait, what? Repeat that one.
How do we know that the Bible is accurate in describing to us what is right and what's wrong about morality?
Well, I'm just saying, if that's your religion, then yeah, it's wrong.
How do we know that the Bible is accurate in telling us what's right?
Thank you so much for the little clown.
He left.
He just left. He just left. He just left, dude. Oh my god, bro. See, yeah, I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not gonna say a thing. I'm not gonna say a thing, yo. I'm not gonna say a thing, chat. I'm not gonna say a thing.
Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Oh, okay. Yo. Oh, tonight's honestly wild, chat. Tonight's wild.
I know. I don't know what's going on. If you think that being gay is wrong, and you're very strong in this belief, and you want to debate, get in the guest request. Don't get in there if you're just going to leave. What's up, Richard?
Do you think that it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Hi, guys. Good afternoon. In the Bible sense, I am Christian. In the Bible sense, yes. In a psychological view, there's a study where it's more of a psychological disorder. In the form,
I'm just like I'm gonna let Parker take it away, but like this idea that it's like a psychological or mental disorder or illness is completely wrong, right? So like the World Health Organization, the American Psychiatric Association, the American Medical Association, the Endocrine Society, the British Psychological Society, the Royal College of Psychiatrics, the Canadian Psychological Association, the Australian Psychological Society, the European Society for Sexual Medicine, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American College of Physicians, the American Academy of Family Physicians, the American Counseling Association, the American Public Health Association, the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research, the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Pittsburgh, Massachusetts, and UCLA do not deem it as a mental illness. So, anyways, to continue. Sorry, I didn't mean to interject.
that's great information. Thank you so much for that, by the way. Well, in a sense, let's look at it this way, okay? Are you born a good person?
What do you mean by a good person?
Are we good as good people? Or are we just born as humans?
Well, I don't think that we would have the ability to act necessarily good or bad at that point, as we don't have the ability to make rational decisions, right, and be held responsible. Appreciate the crowd. Thank you so much. Seems to be like pretty random in that scenario, so it doesn't seem like we would like assign some sort of responsibility for action.
Right. So, can you be born gay?
So you can be born with like the sort of attributes that are necessary to like be able to express, right? Having that type of sexuality the same way you'd have the necessary attributes to express being straight, right? But these attributes are developed over time, right? Someone won't be able to tell that they're straight or gay probably until they're 5-6 years old, at least, right? In many scenarios, older in some scenarios. So clearly speaking, I don't think that it's something necessarily like where we can tell the inclination earlier than that point, but it's something developed like rationality. Like we have like the necessary characteristics for rationality at birth, right? The same way that we have the necessary characteristics for our different sexualities at birth.
Yeah, thank you for that. Makes complete sense. So with that said, everything can be taught, or everything can be learned, or everything that we see, we are influenced by it, correct?
Yeah, at least to some degree, everything we're influenced by.
Thank you for the sunglasses.
So, in a human sense, being gay or loving someone who is in the LGBTQ community, it's okay because you're loving someone, you're not hurting anyone. If you truly love someone, then it should be expressed, correct?
Not in all scenarios, but in many.
Right. So, biblically, it said it was an abomination and such, and it was expressed in a way where if two genders are inclined to be a couple, it would be wrong, and people are always wondering why in the Bible it says that. And let's put it this way. So, as in the general biology, not okay, and I will say this in a way where not all asexual living species needs a partner, but almost 99% of all living species needs a sperm, and it needs an egg, correct?
Yeah, what's your point with this?
Only heterosexual intercourse, or like other forms of like a sperm meeting an egg can like lead in reproduction.
Right. So in a living family, in a species, not just humans as well. Okay, animals as well has this. There's a protector and there's a caretaker. Correct?
No, that's a society. That's just societal norms.
Well, in the animal kingdom, there's always a protector and a caretaker. Correct? Not just humans, not just human society, but animals as well.
Hey man, just go ahead and try to land your plane here. Always been gay wrong.
Well, technically, there's a sense of both men and women protecting and providing. But yeah, we can
Right.
Next point.
Correct. So the father has always been the protector.
And the provider, and also the same thing, it relates to the mother, right? The mother is also a protector and provider.
Yes, I was going to finish my sentence. And the father has always been protected. The mother has always been the caretaker. But in a human society, like you guys said, the father has always has been a protector.
Okay. Look, I completely dispute and reject this notion. This is just societal conditioning through my lens, but that's my take on it.
I mean, biologically, the human male DNA has always been stronger than the female DNA in curse of sport, war, and things that needs those kind of events, right?
So you're talking about the fact that males on average are generally stronger than females. Yeah, sure, but this isn't going to necessitate providence from the stronger individual of a
protection,
sense.
not just providence, because we can all provide, like you said. That's true, completely true.
How does any of this have to do with being gay? Is wrong?
What I'm saying is, in a psychological view, we all have a gender role in which we are provided. So we have an equality of gender, not just being male is stronger in this sense, but the female gender is equal to what male gender is. Now, I know it sounds vague, and I see it in your face. It sounds vague. You're like, what does it have to do with it? And in the biblical sense, we are given a role in our gender because God in His sense knew that.
Bro, what the hell? What are you yapping about?
Bro, speaking Japanese.
I don't. Look, man, at the end of the day,
PhD in linguistics and Japanese.
Here's the deal, right? Here's the deal. Being gay is not going to be wrong, right? So if a male has opposite sex attraction, this is going to have no moral ramification, in the same sense that if a male has same sex attraction, this is going to have no moral ramification. And the perpetuation of these traditional gender roles, or these societal archetypes where a man is supposed to, and he just left. He just fucking.
AJ and Lauren, thank you for the Venmos. I appreciate it. Yeah, what's going on today, Dean? What's going on today? Also, can everyone put a W for the wife beater that Dean wears every single time he goes live? Can someone please put a W in the chat? Someone put a W in the chat.
Every single time, bro. I have 20 of them. I put a different one on every single day, I swear, but at this point it's a tradition. If I'm going live, I'm in the tank top. I'm in the tank top. Parker, how much more time do you got?
I probably got another 15 minutes.
All right, sweet, y'all. Hey, by the way, guys, if we're enjoying these debates, make sure we're tippity-tapping away in that phone screen. Make sure to hit that follow button.
We're about to hit 1 million, everyone. Let's run up 1 million right now while I'm here. Everyone run up 1 million. Share the live. Let's try to get to 1,000 shares right now. We're 470 shares right now. Copy link, send it to a few friends. Get it out to people, everyone. Yo, do you think that it's wrong to be... do you think it's wrong to be gay, or it's immoral to be gay?
I don't, but I just wanted to say a couple things.
Unfortunately, Franklin, we are only talking opposition today, but I appreciate you for joining. If you do want to have like conversation over it, make sure to join the Discord. The link is in the bio. But unfortunately, we're just looking for some debates here today, man. I do apologize. I do apologize.
Yo, what's up? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Oh, nice. This kid's probably 12.
Oh wait, chill.
I fucking knew it. I knew it. It's like it's the name. It's the name.
Like, I didn't mean to join, bro. What the fuck?
He's playing Fortnite. He's got the name. Like, I knew he was going to be underage. You know, it's just like the names. Like, sometimes, like, if you just use that, you know, that emoji, I just immediately know that you're, like, Generation Alpha.
Like, for real. What's going on, Bennett? Do you think it's wrong to be gay? Thank you for that, Rose.
I do. Hey, guys. Thanks for
What's
letting me in. I do, yeah.
Okay,
what's up?
I'm a Christian that preaches against it, so.
Right, where in the Bible does it say it's wrong to be gay?
Romans 1.
Yeah, so Romans 1, what we're going to be looking at like the most literal translation with like the Greek language, it uses it's Malakoi in Romans, and at the most literal translation this cannot be like used to infer like homosexuality or like condemning homosexuality. And like even if like we consider like Greek Roman practices that were enacted when Paul, you know, wrote this, what we're going to be looking at is like male temple prostitution, right? And this is going to be something that's going to be wrong not because of consensual same-sex intercourse, but it's going to be wrong because of like, you know, this like very like very like harmful notion, right? And this is what God is condemning, right?
So you're saying the translation is not talking about homosexuality?
Right. And then even if like we do accept that it says man on man, like most theologians and historians agree that this is most likely condemning like male temple prostitutions or other like harmful practices of Greek Roman culture at the time when this was written.
Where did you get that translation from or find that information?
Yeah, from a theologian, from saying like historians, like academics,
what theologian?
Individuals who are like. So I mean, like, look, if we look at like Orion and his like in his writings, or like Saint Augustine in his book The City of God, or just like similar theologians, or just like historians that are fluent in Greek and have like a good grasp on the Bible in of itself. Like, there's a lot of different ways that we could look at this.
Okay, do you have like any theologians that you know by name that have this?
I just named two. I just named two, right? And then like we could also look at like academics and like, you know, historians, people who are fluent in Greek, like.
Okay, I mean, I don't think that translation is valid, but.
Well, actually, it would more or less relate to like idolatry, right? In that sort of respect. So, right, the cause of the bad behavior that is being referred to by Paul there isn't necessarily going to be like the engaging in gay intercourse, right? It's going to particularly be like the idolatry.
Right? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to like openly be gay for it to be a sin. I mean, for it to be, you know, immoral. I think being gay is a sin, but obviously people are born with like different tendencies for sin.
Thank you so much for that sub. Thank you so much, Rustic.
Sure. You can think that, right? Like, I mean, I don't think you justified it with that verse, but like when it relates to this, right, I would just be there to say, like, I don't think that there's any basis for Christianity in terms of being able to describe to us what's right and wrong about morality.
You don't think there is?
No basis. I think there are contradictions within Christianity. I think there are many issues I can bring up. I can bring up the problem of evil. I can bring up perfection-based arguments. I can reject it off the theoretical virtues of simplicity. Right? There are many reasons why I can reject the notion of Christianity.
Okay, I mean, you could just say that. There's a lot of clearly stated verses where it just says, I mean, we're talking about homosexuality, but I mean, other sins in general, not just homosexuality, but I mean, there's verses that clearly state homosexuality is a sin.
Sure, right. I mean, well, you could give me those verses when it relates to that. It's clearly not being gay, right? You only have arguments for practicing engaging in intercourse, right? But I mean, even then, right, it seems to be pretty vague when it relates to that, right? But again, like the whole idea I just referenced, you said that I can just say that, but it doesn't seem like you actually responded to any of the ideals I just referenced. Would you like to go through any of these arguments? Would you be willing to accept them?
What arguments are you talking about? That the Bible
problem of
doesn't say
evil.
what morally correct is, or whatever.
The problem of evil, the contradictions
Sammy.
in your religion. I can go over them right now.
I mean, we can if you want. I mean, we can stay on the topic of homosexuality.
Well, I mean, this is, right? The foundation for your perspective in terms of saying that being gay is wrong, right? Or engaging in gay intercourse is wrong is founded in the Bible, right? It's founded in this religion. If this religion is not true, then clearly you have no basis for the claim.
Okay. I mean, I believe it's true, so.
Okay, if I were to say that I believe that it's true that Stewie Griffin created the universe through a temporal loop, would you say that that's justified for me to believe in?
If you want to believe that, I mean, there's.
If I want to believe that when I die,
historical evidence that the Bible is backed and proof.
Okay, so now we're appealing to evidence, right? So what evidence is there? Good evidence to indicate that Jesus resurrected on the cross.
I mean, there is historical evidence of the place they think it was. Obviously, you can't know for sure. There's a lot of like cross references in the Bible.
Which ones? Name them.
In the Bible?
Yeah, give me the specific claims, because biblical evidence we can be questionable about, because again that could be very biased information, right? But like clearly, yeah, give me anything in the Bible even that says that.
That's a cross reference?
Yeah, that just tells me that Jesus resurrected.
I mean, you could go into Isaiah and he talks a lot about it.
Like what specifically is said in Isaiah?
I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, there's lots of verses about it. I can look it up if you want me to, but.
So you don't know?
Can you like provide any proof that like your God exists? That's my take. That's my, see, like, I don't know. That's my question.
I mean, from my understanding, the universe could not be created by just chance. I mean, if you're believing evolution or the Big Bang, I don't think the universe could be created just by wild
And
luck.
this is going to offer just as much plausibility to quite literally any god. Like this is also the basis for like the Islamic gods, sorry,
and also for naturalism, right?
Yeah.
Like there's actually nothing distinguishing them, because if you actually look at this, right, God could have had an infinite set of desires, could have created, say, a world with just marbles, or a world with just slime, or a world with wind that goes backwards, right? Tornadoes that go in the opposite direction. Right? All of these different worlds could have been God's desire to create, but God had the particular perfect, finely tuned desires to bring about this reality rather than another one. So it's the same issue that also exists under your model as well.
There's so many problems with this.
Okay, I mean, I was just came on to.
Okay, are you saying that like all gods exist, like other religions with all these personal accounts that cross reference, like they also exist? So like the Christian God is chill, he's up there, he's real. So is the Islamic God. Like what about like the Hindu gods, the Buddhist gods? Like
No, I only believe there's one God, which I do think people can somehow like
so then
relate.
what's your symmetry breaker then? So what's the justification that exists to prove that the Christian God exists that doesn't inherently offer like some plausibility to other religions as well?
I mean, I know there's a lot of historical evidence out there that.
Such as?
I mean, there's the mountain. There's mountain that they think Noah's Ark was on, and there's unironically, there's like 30, 40, 50 groups of people that think they found Noah's Ark. So they're just like, was there like 40, 50?
And also, that mountain structure, those were naturally occurring measurements within that particular area. Like that's what they determined. Okay. So like this isn't something specific to like Noah's Ark. Secondly, right, geologically speaking, there's absolutely no evidence that indicates a global flood at that time period. There's evidence for local floods within the Middle East and within Africa at most, right? But there's no evidence for a global flood at that particular time period, right? Geologically speaking.
Okay. I mean, there's ancient Israel and
right
that area. There's Paul.
Just like there's other ancient places for other religions. Like, dude, I don't like. Can you name one piece of archaeological evidence that exists to like justify that Jesus rose from the dead?
I mean, there's the historical place that it happened.
So actually, all the places where it happened is going to be Christian tradition, right? So there's a couple different places where it apparently happened, and then also, even if you could like point a place where people say it happened, this doesn't offer any archaeological evidence to support that it actually did happen, or that Jesus was like a god, or something of.
Well, I mean,
divine
Jesus
creation.
is.
So then, what's the archaeological evidence to support that?
Like, there's other religions that talk about Jesus.
So like that's the same God, like the Islamic God is the same God.
No, Jesus is in the Quran, but he's not. He's just a prophet in that. But
right, but he isn't in like the Norse religions, the Greek religions, the Aztec religions, the Mayan religions, Mesianity. He definitely isn't in that. Or like the other.
Those are different times. Those are different times.
Right. And some of these like come before that. Some come after. All right. So is there like any archaeological evidence to support that Jesus Christ was God? Lisa, thank you for that. Had a mustache. Like, last question, bro. Like, you honestly, like, come on.
I mean, I don't know. Is there any archaeological evidence for other religions then? I mean, like.
Appreciate that, Corey.
Well, I don't think we're going to say that either. I mean,
so I mean, it's kind of unfair for you to assume
no, not at all.
I have an answer.
We'd apply the same thing to other religions. It's not just
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I mean,
so
I don't.
Your claims, man.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you can't prove it with anything then, really. So
but except for faith.
Yeah. So then why believe it if it's just something that we can't prove? Because we can believe in anything. I can believe that when I die, I'm going to be a Pokemon master. I'm going to beat the Elite Four and win all my gym badges, right? I'm going to beat Parker Ketchum, right? That doesn't mean that it's accurate or corresponds to reality. Faith has no way to differentiate between something that's true or something that's false. It's just whether or not you choose to believe it.
I guess that's true. I mean, I see God's creation through nature and just the world.
Every religion ever has said this. Bennett, do you have like anything else to say, really?
I mean, I guess not. I mean,
if you do, like, go for it. But like, let's just not get circular.
I'm just stating my points. I don't think I was getting circular. So.
I mean, you just haven't offered any justification for the existence of the Christian God that A, can't be used to give plausibility to any other God, or like the naturalistic worldview, B, like isn't misinformation, or C, isn't actually justification.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what else, so.
Oh shit! Well, he just left.
Thank you for the hint, I appreciate it. I do have to get off now.
He just left.
That was perfect timing to get off. But yeah, Dean, I appreciate you having me on again. We'll have to do this again here sometime here pretty soon.
Parker, it was beautiful. Thank you so much for coming up. It was amazing having you here. We gotta collab again in the future, maybe on another topic.
We definitely will. When I get back on my main, we'll make sure to do another one of these, everyone. If y'all liked it, everyone, type a W in the comment section right now. I just want to see everyone who liked it real quick, but I'm going to get off right now. Make sure to like his live, share the live, everyone. We got 669. Ooh, okay. Make sure to keep sharing the live, copy link, send it to a few friends. Love everyone so much. I'll see everyone tomorrow on my main account, Parker Get a Job. I'll be live then. See everyone later. Peace out, everyone. Good night, y'all.
See ya, Parker.
Peace out, bro.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and continue with the debates. I want to see a W Parker chant in the chat at least for the next 5 minutes. Parker, thank you so much for coming up here, man. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest, y'all. Let's go ahead and see what Steve Bonnell has to say. Also, Dr. Jace, thank you so much for that subscription, man. Dr. Jace. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest, y'all. They are loading up. What's going on, Steve? Do you think it is wrong/immoral to be gay?
No, 1 second.
Okay, we're just going to go and move on. Let's go ahead and see what official third account has to say. Apparently, this is official third account of someone. Let's see. What's going on, man? Do you think it's wrong/immoral to be gay?
Hey.
Okay. Sorry, you said something. I'm so sorry. My apologies. We're going to go to move on to our next guest here, chat. If we are requesting, make sure that we do think it is wrong to be gay. Also, guys, we are in a sub raid. We have another 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on that sub raid. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure we're tippity tapping away on that phone screen. What's going on, Em? Do you think it is wrong/immoral to be gay?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, why?
So I actually used to be gay.
So I know. So like my thought process has changed a lot, but
so why
just
is it
for
wrong?
like
Patrick, holy shit, Patrick, thank you so much for the Draco, man. Yo, W Patrick in the chat. I'm so sorry. Patrick, thank you. So go
oh
ahead.
my god,
Why is it
that
wrong to be
scared
gay?
me, that dragon. But yeah, I kind of changed my thought process on it just because of how our bodies are made, and just I can't imagine it being good for men to like screw each other in the
Right, so why is it
place
wrong?
that they like take craps from.
Right, so, and why is it wrong to be gay?
What?
Why is it wrong to be gay?
Because you're having anal sex, and that's like really
Why is
bad
anal
for
sex
you.
wrong? Why is it wrong for you?
Because you're taking a shit from there, and there's so much bacteria,
Right,
and
so
that's
there's
why
also going to
people
exist
get
bacteria.
HIV and AIDS.
There's also going to exist like bacteria and like in the female member. Not to mention that yes, this can prelude to like STIs or STDs, but like so can heterosexual intercourse. So if you are going to sit here and tell me that homosexual intercourse is wrong because you can get an STI or an STD from it, then you're effectively going to have to justify how heterosexual intercourse wouldn't be wrong, because you could also get STIs and STDs.
No,
from
we
that.
don't have to take shots. I've had gay friends who live in the Atlanta area, and they have to take shots in order to
They
have
don't.
sex.
They don't. That's misinformation. I don't know. That's just actually misinformation.
We're
It's
in like
actually
the
misinformation.
top. We are like in the top 3 highest places with STDs, and a lot of
Right.
gay people are lying to you. They struggle
What?
with HIV and AIDS, and I've known some of
Bro.
them personally.
Dude,
mean, we
Em,
can
is
just
this a joke?
disagree. We can just disagree, but I'm just looking out for your health. I mean,
So first of all, we're going to have a few issues with this. So we're going to have like some STIs or STDs that we see at higher rates within gay people, but then we're going to have other STIs or STDs that we see at higher rates within straight people. And this whole notion that like, oh, they're all lying to you, they all have AIDS. That's just misinformation.
no, but we're pretty clean down there. Like, I mean, I think it's even wrong for guys and girls to have anal sex together.
Right. So you think it's like wrong
not
because of
moral.
like this perceived notion of like dirtiness, like physical
Yeah,
dirtiness.
and I think that's
right.
why
So is
I don't
going
like
outside without shoes on
Christians.
wrong?
Well, I don't think it rains, so no, it's much different. It's
So
your
if someone goes outside
butthole
with
is where
if
you
someone
get
goes
rid of
outside
toxins.
if someone goes
You
outside
literally
without
get
shoes
rid of
on, their feet are going to get
toxins.
dirty.
No, because it rains and because that's natural. But it's natural for your butt to be a place where you get rid of toxins.
Right, so
And
there can
that's
exist multiple
why
functions
shoving
of
that-
parts of the body. Then also, like, this isn't required for being gay, and then this also isn't going to answer the question about if it's wrong to be gay as a woman. So,
Well, I mean, I just think it's kind of stupid that women use dildos, to be honest, like with each other, because you could just have the real thing.
right,
That's just
but
my
no,
opinion.
see, like, they don't want the real thing because they're lesbian. They're not attracted to men, and then also dildos aren't necessary for like.
Yeah, because
lesbian
that's
intercourse.
because most men are like horrible. So I can
No,
kind of
they're not attracted to
relate
men. They're not attracted to men not because they're so horrible. It's because they literally don't have sexual attraction towards the male member. Or
Yeah, and I
or
felt
anything
that
about men.
before, but it came back.
It's
It definitely
just a
came
lie.
back. It was like a mental block, and it changed over time.
So
I mean, you can just,
sexual orientation is not like this mental block.
If
that
you
changes
tell
over time.
yourself you're gay every day, you're gonna be gay.
So that's not true.
And
This
I
is
feel
shown to be
like
the
our
case. That's
culture
can I
is
just get a
pushing
word
out-
out? Can I get a word out?
Sure, go for it.
Right. So you can't like tell yourself that you're gay and then become gay, because sexual orientation is not based upon this like this self-perceived notion of homosexuality. It's based upon physicalities of the brain. And the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research, in conjunction with the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Massachusetts in Pittsburgh, prove this.
Well, I mean, if you want to have sex in your butt, go for it. But I'm just looking out for you. That's where you take a crap, and like, it's not good for your health.
Right. So is it not good for like? Is it wrong because like apparently under your worldview, if you're gay, you're more
Because
likely
you
to get
take
an
a
dude. Oh my
shot.
God! Chill,
Take a
chill,
shit
just
out of
chill.
it.
Let me finish a sentence. So is it wrong to be gay because under your worldview, if you are gay, there's like a higher chance that you're going to get like an STI or an STD?
Yes, in my opinion,
Right.
yes.
Okay,
And
so let's test
because
this logic. Let's test this logic. So 85-year-old women are at like a very high like risk of like catching an autoimmune disease when they go outside, a much higher risk than the average. So would you say that it's immoral for an 85-year-old woman to go outside?
That is like completely different. I'm talking about having sex in the butt.
Right.
I'm talking
and-
about that's where you shit out toxins. That is
But what-
completely different than
and what
going
I'm saying-
outside.
No,
like
what-
air is good for you. It's good to go outside. It's great for you. It's completely different than putting something up your butt.
And what I'm saying is you think it's wrong because you're more likely to get an STD if you engage in gay intercourse.
It's just common.
Would this logic,
sense.
chill. Would this logic carry? Would it be wrong for a woman, like an 85-year-old woman, to go outside because they're much more likely to get an autoimmune disease?
I answered your question already. Air is good for you. Air is like amazing for
Right,
you.
but like this air is
Having sex in your
this
butt.
air is gonna the air is gonna
I just
carry
want to
a
know what's
substantially
wrong with
higher
girls.
risk.
I just want to know why you can't find girls attractive. What's wrong with us? You were
Yeah,
born like
because,
not
like,
liking girls.
Yeah, because of like things like they have like different dendritic densities, neuronic substructure, neurohormones, and like other, like physicalities of the AI NH3 subsection of the hypothalamus. They possibly have like the XQ23 gene in their genome, and then also like, some other linkages that science has proved between sexual orientation and, physicalities of one's anatomy.
That didn't make any sense of why you're not attracted to females.
That's why.
So if you had a gorgeous female in front of you, you would choose to let a guy stick his penis in your butt where there's lots of
Well,
bacteria.
me? Like me? No, I'm
Yeah,
straight.
You personally. You're straight?
I am straight.
Then why are you arguing this so much?
Yeah, because I think prejudice of any kind held against any group of people are bad. And I don't like bad things.
I'm not prejudiced. I just don't believe that it's morally right.
I'm not prejudiced. I just think it's wrong. Yeah.
I
so-
think it's just as wrong as sleeping around. I think lust is lust, and people who
Chairman,
are
thank you so much for that money gun. Thank you so much for that money
Christians
gun.
coming on here, and they're
So
just like,
lust is lust, but a heterosexual individual can engage in lust just as a homosexual individual can.
and
right?
it's both wrong. If a guy and a girl
Right.
have anal, it's just as bad.
Right. But
as
what
a
I'm
guy
also
and a guy
saying
having
is that
anal.
it's just as possible for a homosexual man to engage in intercourse for the point of love with a partner. Johnny, thank you for that. Had a mustache. As it is possible for a heterosexual man.
Yeah, both is wrong. It's both wrong.
Wait. So, heterosexual intercourse when not engaged in for the purpose of lust is also wrong? So now heterosexual intercourse is wrong?
I have a fan going. I can like halfway hear you. I just said that anal sex with either or is wrong
Right. So why?
because there's bacteria up there. It's like common
Right,
sense.
so what if there isn't?
You shouldn't. I understand they
Right.
have a G spot there, but you shouldn't.
So now what if
stick
there isn't? Now
your
what if there isn't? Like
pee-hole-
seriously, if it's about how like clean or dirty it is, well, first of all, we have to like consider that, it can be cleaned. And then second of all, you're not going to call other actions that would like have some like physical dirtiness immoral because of the physical dirtiness. Like I said, think about like a farmer working on a ranch, like slinging,
If you guys wanna be
bro,
nasty
M,
and
stop
have anal,
talking,
go
stop
for it.
talking, bro. Literally stop talking.
All
Think
you
of, like,
people in the
bro,
chat, go
so now-
for it, but I
okay,
ain't
so,
going to.
bro, all right, so now like I'm going to finish my question, right? So because it's immoral, like for a man to stick his male member in a male, like, posterior because of the dirtiness of like that area because of the feces, is it going to be like immoral for a farmer to work with cow feces, to work with animals? Like, are other actions that have like similar dirtiness also immoral because of that dirtiness? You could unmute. There's a microphone button at the bottom of your screen. Hit that shit, Hit that shit and unmute.
Cow feces is completely different than having anal sex.
No, it's not. It's logically, it's
private
exactly
part.
the same.
I'm
It's
not gonna go
So like what I'm
listen.
saying now, I just need you to listen, right? So you are using this like this perception of like physical dirtiness to assert morality of an action to do with homosexual intercourse. So on one hand, this is completely like incoherent and incorrect. I think if an action is going, if two people are going to both be willingly consenting to an action, and any possible like negative side effects of this action will only harm them, then this action is not going to be necessarily immoral. And like I've already outlined this through the analogy of the 85-year-old woman going outside who's at a higher proclivity to catch like an autoimmune disease, but yet you would not call this action immoral. But yet when you say like two gay men engaging in the act of homosexual intercourse, and when they're at a higher proclivity of like STIs and STDs than the average person, you call this immoral. Like we also went over how like there's other STIs and STDs that straight people have a higher proclivity for, yet you didn't talk about that. And then at the end of the day, the third point is that there's other dirty actions that you want to consider immoral, like walking outside without.
But I would not. I don't want.
Right, but your feet get really dirty.
To
They get
go
a lot
up
of
somebody's
bacteria on them.
butt. I'm not going to go up someone's butt where
Yeah,
they
but when
take
you
a
when you
shit
walk
and
outside,
empty out all
when you
the
wa-
toxins of their body.
when you walk outside without your shoes on, they get dirt and like bacteria on them.
Yeah, it's my feet. It's different, like than it going inside your hole and getting inside your body and infesting you.
All right, so how do you think about what do you think about STIs and STDs from heterosexual intercourse?
I honestly try not to have sex. I think lust is bad in general. I think that Christian people shouldn't be dogging on like gay people when they're out having sex with everyone.
Right.
Sex is supposed to be for
heterosexual. So heterosexual intercourse is just as wrong as homosexual intercourse because they're both.
Yes. In my opinion, yes. Unless the two people love each other. I think that our culture is like very perverted.
Right. So if two
And-
gay people love each other and they engage in intercourse, this is fine.
I mean, for them, but not for me. I'm not going to have gay sex.
Right, but do you think it's immoral even though you wouldn't do it?
What?
Do you think it's like immoral for them to do if they love each other? Because you just said it's not immoral if they love each other. So if two gay people love each other and they do it,
I mean,
is it immoral?
I personally, if they want to do it, that's on them. But
Right, but is it wrong if they do
I'm
it?
not
Is it immoral?
So, I'm not so closeted. I told you I used to be gay. This guy's saying.
But is it immoral? Stop reading chat. Stop reading chat. You're
Okay.
talking to me. So is it
I
immoral?
think that
Is it
God
immoral? Yes or
still
no?
loves
Is it wrong?
them, and that's in between them and God.
So do you think it's wrong?
I mean, I think it's wrong from a health standard.
Right? Just as you're going to think that heterosexual intercourse is wrong from a health
Yes.
standard, right?
Yes,
Right.
unless they really, because a lot of people who just like sleep with somebody they just met and they don't really know. I mean, that's really
No,
wrong.
bro, dude, what about this? To a married gay couple that loves each other very much, is it immoral for them to engage in homosexual intercourse?
Yes, because they're doing anal. If they live together, they love each other, and they don't do
And
anal.
why is anal immoral?
Because it's disgusting. There's so much bacteria.
I think that
is where
surgery is
your
disgusting.
body-
I think that surgery is disgusting. Can I deem surgery as immoral because I have this self-perceived notion of disgustingness? Or you're saying there's a lot of bacteria. Well, what about other actions where you get a lot of bacteria on you, such as hitting the gym or walking outside without the shoes on? Are those going to be immoral?
I mean, that's natural.
Hitting the gym is natural?
I love hitting the gym. Yes, that's
Is it
good for your
natural?
body. That's good for your body.
Right,
Sticking
and the same,
something up
in the
your
same way
butt
that like
is not
any
good
type
for
of
your
intercourse,
body. That's
no, in
where
the
you
same way
empty
like any type of
toxins.
intercourse, heterosexual or homosexual, is quite literally good for your body to do to the release of vasopressin, testosterone, or dopamine within men, or dopamine or dopamine or serotonin
Yeah,
within
but
women. Like right, if you look at
clearly-
health studies, like individuals that engage in intercourse are more likely to live longer. Right.
I don't know
so,
why
like,
you're doing
if you're going to
this,
use this notion as
Pat,
to why
because
it's
it's
good
kinda
to
like
engage,
common
bro,
sense.
listen, just listen. You're saying like even though going to the gym is disgusting because of all this bacteria, it's not immoral because it's good for your body, right? So we could actually have the same notion for any type of intercourse because it's quite literally good for your body. It extends your your life expectancy, right?
I'm over this because you're not going to change how I view it. I've been there, done that, and I am never letting anyone stick anything up my butt, and neither should you. It's not good for you. And especially if you're sticking it in someone's butt. I mean, that shit comes out of there. God made our body and designed our body to empty waste there. It's like common sense.
Can you prove that God exists?
Well, I've just encountered him, and I pray that you encounter him too.
Yeah,
I
how
had
did you encounter
dreams
him?
and visions when I was 19. I used to not believe in God, and then I like started having dreams and visions of him. so I know
You're
he
either a
exists.
troll or one of the most insane people I've ever had in my life.
I know, that's why I came on here, because the other people's arguments were horrible.
Oh,
And
you think
popped
yours is
up.
good? You think your argument's
yeah,
good?
way better. Okay, well, I'm going to pray for all these people. God, I just pray right now that they all encounter you. and that you show up in their dreams and you give them visions and you deliver them from the spirit of homosexuality. Bye.
There's no way that wasn't. There's no way this isn't a troll. There's no way that wasn't a troll. I don't think she was trolling. Oh my god. I can't believe people like that actually exist. Oh my god, dude. We're going to go and move on to the next guest. If you guys are enjoying the debates, let me know by hitting that follow button. Also, we're going to be going on sub-only chat for a little bit in a while. Our sub goal for today is 250, so make sure you drop that subscription. We also have that 20 Galaxy goal. Anyways, we're going to go and move on to the next guest. Let's go ahead and get Mr. Danny in here, y'all. Make sure we are in the request that we do think that being gay is wrong. We're just looking for some debates. What's going on, Danny? Do you think that it's immoral or wrong to be gay?
You want me to be honest with you? I don't think it's wrong. However, I do think that there should be different.
Persephone, thank you so much for that, Galaxy.
I feel like there should be different genders, restrooms. That's my argument when it comes to, being gay, lesbian, straight.
There should be bathrooms for gay people?
For sure.
Interesting, man. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest. Honestly, they'd probably like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna speak for a gay individual. But we're just gonna go ahead and move on. What's going on, Gus? Do you think that it's like wrong or immoral to be gay?
No, of course not.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm only looking for opposition, but I appreciate you coming up here. Yeah, look at the comments. I feel like, it seems as if the case is that that's not necessarily like something.
Yeah, you remember me.
I don't remember
me. Yeah, you do.
Do you think it's wrong? Chase.
I called everybody a faggot.
Oh my God. Jesus, just give me a minute, man. Chase, thank you so much for the video.
Like that,
I really appreciate it.
You want
All right, so OT, I remember you. I remember you. All right, man. So here's how this is going to go. Here's exactly how this is going to go, OT. So last time what happened is you came into my stream and just started slurring. You just started slurring away, like unironically. And like, actually, that's very fucking bad. And usually I would never engage in conversation with an individual that has like such poor and demeaning and prejudiced rhetoric. However, I am going to engage in a conversation with you right now because I want to show the 3,700 people up here how ignorant and irrational individuals who use such poor, diminishing, and demeaning and prejudiced rhetoric are. So, OT, give me like intellectual reason. Give me a real reason why it's wrong to be gay. I don't care about like your prejudice. I don't care about like these slurs that you just repeat in your head all day and then take it out on random gay people on the internet. What I care about is this reason that you have to do these things. What is your reason why you do them? Give me an intellectual reason why it's wrong to be gay. Take it away.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna do the same thing as last time, even though it definitely worked out. But
thank you for that cap.
One real
thank you for your cap too, OT.
No. But think about this, right? All the animals, right? The nature or whatever the fuck. None of them motherfuckers are gay.
Misinformation. Over 3,000 species.
No bear.
Over 3,000. Over 3,000 species apart from humans.
That is bullshit.
Wait. Bullshit. Wow. Do you want a source?
Yes, I do.
All right. Yeah, so how about we go ahead and refer to biological exuberance, animal homosexuality, and natural diversity.
Is there a way you can?
This is a 300-word book written on it. It's published in St. Martin's Press by B. Bage Michiel, right?
Is there a way you can show it to me?
Yeah, you could go on Google, look it up, bro.
Nah, but like on this, but whatever. Okay, I'll do that. Whatever.
Yeah, over 3,000 like animal species besides humans like are gay.
I don't believe that in any way, shape, or form.
Right, so look it up. Emily, I appreciate that cowboy hat.
Everybody, and make sure everybody go follow me so I can do basically the opposite of this shit.
Bro. All right, man. I was gonna talk to him until he started self-promoing. All right, let's go ahead and get Brandon up here. Y'all. I was gonna get him like thank you so much for that little crown, Peter. I was going to go ahead and get him like a lot of sources. Yo, Brandon, do you think it's wrong / immoral to be gay? Oh, apparently not. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest, yo. By the way, we're going to be going into sub-only chat here very, very, very shortly. If you want to be a part of that, make sure you drop a subscription. It's quite literally the best way to support me, unironically. Thank you so much for the hand hearts, Persephone. Also, thank you so much, Marceline, for the Venmo. Thank you so much. What's going on, Alan? Do you think it's wrong to be gay?
Sort of, yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, why?
Right. Honestly, to start this off, I don't actually care what people do. I'm never gonna like use prejudice and shit like that against them, but I do have an opinion on it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Thank you for that, Crown. Thank you all for the UFC.
It's not necessarily like wrong. You can't change that, but through like terms of like how life works and how you need a man and a woman to have a baby and stuff like that and continue life to go, it doesn't make sense doing it gay.
So is it immoral because they can't have kids?
Well, yeah, it depends how you take like.
Sweet, sounds good. So first of all, gay people can have kids because like I think it's like IVF or surrogacy, but like I'm willing to give you like a handicap and act like these things just don't exist, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
So anyways, do you think it's immoral to be infertile?
Immoral to be infertile?
Yep.
Obviously not.
I got you. Oh, I got you, Alan. Oh, I got you. Oh, we got him there, dude. W graph in the chat. W graph in the chat. The chat. The graph is about to come out, chat. W graph in the chat. We fucking got him, baby. We fucking got him. W graph in the chat. So when we look at this very professional graph, what we see is that being gay leads to no reproduction. There's going to be that line. See that line, Alan? Can I get a yes, sir? I see the line. Can I get it? Yeah, right. Now, when we look over here on the other side of the graph, we see infertility, and then we also see a line between infertility and no reproduction. Can I get a yes, sir? I see that line too. Can I see that? Yo, Kelso, thank you so much for that, Jim Gunn. All right, so basically what is concluded by this professional ass graph is that neither being gay nor being infertile lead to any reproduction. So you did say that being gay is immoral because they can't have kids, but then you said infertility is not immoral regardless if an infertile person can't have a kid.
It's two different scenarios.
There are two different scenarios that yield the exact same conclusion.
Therefore,
that they should be judged, the same off of your logic. You said this thing being gay is wrong because gay people can't have kids. So, is it wrong to be an infertile person because infertile people can't have kids? That's a logical contradiction.
So, an infertile person, yes, it's not immoral for them. But at the same time, if it's obviously a woman being infertile or a man being infertile, if they are straight, it's not like they've made an immoral decision to do that. It's not. It wasn't their choice.
Oh, so you think being gay is a choice?
I never said being gay was a choice.
No, because then you have to assert that there's a symmetry breaker. You're saying that infertility is not wrong because it's not a choice to be infertile. No, Alan, I need you to listen, right? You're saying that infertility is not wrong regardless of the fact that if you're infertile, you can't have kids because it's not a choice to be infertile. So I could just say the same thing about being gay. It's not like wrong to be gay, and regardless of the fact that you can't have kids, because it's not a choice to be gay. Do you disagree?
Well, I'm not saying that it's not a choice to be gay personally, but if you wanted a kid really bad and were gay, there's always options. Same way that infertility, you have options.
Right. So you just showed no symmetry breaker. Exactly. You just showed no symmetry breaker. You just said, well, there's options if you're gay, just like there's options if you're infertile.
Yes, but being infertile and being gay, you put them into the same boat now. Is that how we?
Yeah, tell me what the logical symmetry breaker is between these two ideas.
Symmetry breaker? Can you
Yeah, you're saying that one's wrong because they can't have kids, and then another isn't wrong regardless of the fact that they can't have kids. You're saying that if you're a gay man, you are wrong for being gay because you're never going to be able to produce offspring. Right? Well, who else will never be able to produce offspring? Infertile people. Therefore, that should also be wrong, right? But no, you said it wasn't.
Once women hit their menopause, they can't reproduce after that, but I wouldn't say they're wrong for that. You could use that as an argument in the future if that's what you want to do.
I already have. I already have. Women over the age of 55. And there's actually a whole video on my TikTok, going over that.
Right, so my baseline argument was that obviously it's how life works and stuff like that, and something obviously your argument is a very strong argument. I applaud you on that argument.
No, all it is. I'm showing you the symmetry breaker. Here's the thing. Right. So if you have this condition of the human experience of same-sex attraction, you're not going to be able to have babies unless you do IVF or surrogacy. But again, I'm giving you that handicap and just saying that they don't exist.
Yeah.
In the same way that if you have the condition of the human experience of being infertile, you're not going to be able to have babies. So you have these two things that yield the same conclusion, but you're only judging one off of this conclusion. And honestly, what that shows to me is that you probably just have some ingrained prejudice against gay people. I'm having a brain fucking fart. You have an ingrained prejudice against gay people compared to some actual logical and rational reason.
Can we just go down the route of say that I changed my answer? I haven't, but like,
Thank you for
search
having me.
his rants,
Also,
and I said,
W 1 million likes. Yeah, go ahead.
infertility, cancel that out. And I said that, yeah, that was wrong as well. And that was immoral, even though there's no way of saying it's moral or not. But like, say I said that infertility was immoral.
Right, so then you'd
What was-
just be
what's wrong with
crazy.
that?
Because obviously infertility isn't immoral.
Honestly, I just wanted to know what the answer was to it, to see if you had another like graph or something you could pull up. I'd be on my hands and knees to be impressed with you. But yeah,
thank you for that, Rose.
Gay people
Also, we're
being-
on sub only chat for a little bit, y'all. If you want to be a part of sub only chat, make sure to drop a subscription. I appreciate y'all being there. But go ahead, Alan.
Right, so the original argument, I'll go back to that. Why is being gay wrong? And honestly, it's purely down to the argument I made. I'm not going to go down that route again. But it's more to do with the idea of social norms and the idea, like, sort of how you brought up the animal kingdom and stuff like that, and saying 3,000 examples of animals being gay. We could do that down to the chance of...
Shannon, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to sub only chat. Go ahead.
Welcome, Shannon. We love you, me and Dean. But anyways,
Wendy, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the sub only chat.
Yeah, go on, Wendy. Pop off.
So it's your reason.
Can you remind me what I was saying?
Why is it wrong to be gay?
No, I can't know what I was saying just before Shannon.
I mean, dude, I need a reason why it's wrong to be gay.
All right, so
I don't know. You were babbling and yabbling about nothing.
honestly, I was, yeah. Honestly, my brain's froze now because of that little graph you brought up. That was the
I
most
know. I
powerful
just
thing I've ever
showed
seen.
your whole like position. Just be dog shit. Right?
Honestly, I can't just weird thing. Ooh.
All right.
Anyways, yeah. Fuck it. I'll let you take your W.
I appreciate you, man. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next
right,
guest.
see you.
WD, appreciate you, Alan. Also, Kara, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the sub-only chat. What's going on, Lana? What's going on? We're going to go to move on to the next guest here. If we are in the guest request, make sure we do think that it is going to be wrong to be gay. We're just looking for some debates, y'all. He did try, Marsh. He did. I'll respond to your DM, QB. Also, thank you all so much for the gifts, y'all. Also, thank you so much for 1 million likes. What's going on, Ed? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, back to what that girl was saying about anal. I think that's very true. Just because it's not meant to go there. And
how do you know it's not meant to go there?
Well, you think about it. It's
Yeah,
not
so
a part
explain
of
to me your
reproduction.
thought process.
It's not a part of reproduction.
So being gay is wrong because it doesn't end in reproduction? Crystal, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to sub-only chat.
Well, obviously, like you said, it could be clean. Yeah, but what doesn't make sense is that you're putting something where it doesn't belong. It's kind
How
of
do you know
like
it doesn't
you're-
belong there? Like, how do you know like what belongs and what doesn't belong anywhere?
It's common sense.
No, it's bro. So if you're gonna say it's common sense, I thought it was common sense that it did belong there. And then also,
Well, how do you-
like
how
appealing
do
to
you
like the
explain that?
commonality of a belief held is just an appeal to popularity.
Yeah, but how do you know it belongs there? I don't really
No,
understand
because it's
that.
common sense, right?
Yeah, but
so how do you know that it isn't supposed to be there?
Because it's not a part of reproduction.
Right, so it doesn't end in reproduction. Therefore, like, when I have like, if I did have an infertile girlfriend and I engaged in the active intercourse with her, and it could never end in reproduction, is that also wrong?
Well, it's not wrong because there's
Right.
two parts that are designed to be together. It's just like
How do you know that they were designed to be together? Then also, no, she's infertile. It doesn't end in reproduction. Just like you said that being gay is wrong because that doesn't end in reproduction. Bubba, thank you so much for that subscription.
it
Welcome to Sub-Only
doesn't,
Chat.
but you can compare it to somebody that is fertile and somebody that isn't fertile. Either
so,
way.
So I'm gonna
they're
like
both
what I'm
designed
trying to
to
get from you is like, how do you know like that there was like intention behind the design of us? Like, are you saying like from an evolutionary perspective it wasn't designed to operate in this manner?
Yeah.
So then why from an evolutionary perspective are people designed to be gay?
But they're not. I feel like
yeah,
it's
they
a
are.
choice.
If we look at the Netherlands, oh, I'm so glad you said that. Are you straight?
Yes.
Can you, Peter? Thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to Sub Only Chat. Yeah. So can you choose to be sexually aroused by me, or in other words, metaphorically, get it up to me right now?
I can choose to.
Oh wait.
but I
Okay.
won't.
Can you choose to be aroused by a chicken?
I can, but I won't.
Can you choose to be aroused by your mom?
I can, but I won't.
Can you choose to be aroused by a 3-year-old?
Yeah, you can.
All right. So actually, you cannot. And the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research, in conjunction with the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies from the University of Pittsburgh in Massachusetts, show this to be the case. What they did is they'd used EEGs, MRIs, fMRIs, and postmortem brain slices to conclude that sexual orientation is based upon physicalities of the brain, right? And the physicalities of our brain are developed very naturally, starting at about 8 weeks gestation, and they can't change. Therefore, you can't change your sexual orientation. Other studies have shown that there's a link between the XQ23 chromosome and gay men, and this would have some like biological proclivity to be gay. There's also like the anterior cortex of the brain. This has different sizes, bisexual orientation. So no, it's not a choice to be gay, and the science proves it.
Well, in a way, you're comparing pedophiles to gay people.
No, not at all.
But you said that you can't be aroused by, let's just say, a 3-year-old or somebody under the age of 18, when clearly a person who is sick in the head can be.
Right. So there's no science. There's no science. So there's no science to back the idea. Like there's no academic studies like the ones I just listened. There's no academic studies that support the notion that P3-idiophilia isn't a choice. But like even if we accept that it isn't a choice, it's still going to be wrong.
In a way, I feel like I kind of just got you there because you said stuff that was against your argument.
No. So, like I said,
compared a 3-year-old.
So, like the evidence that I listed as to like prove that sexual orientation is not a choice is only being studied in like same-sex attraction or opposite-sex attraction, not minor attraction, right? And then also the second part of what I said is even if like I accept that like P3-idiophilia isn't a choice, this isn't going to change that it's wrong. It's still going to be wrong. Like choice or not, very wrong.
Oh, well, obviously it's very wrong. But comparing somebody who is a gay person and comparing somebody like a pedophile to that person.
You're the only one drawing the comparison.
Yeah, but you went on and said, can you be aroused by a chicken? Can you be aroused by your mom? Can you be aroused by a 3-year-old? Yeah. So it all stemmed from trying to compare something like a gay person to a person who can be...
No, it's comparing this idea that you can choose like who or what you're aroused to, and that's not true.
Well, obviously people can choose it because you can think about the consequences and how wrong it is. So
right. So like Ed, what I'm getting at here, like, is that the science shows that sexual orientation is not a choice. Like same sex or opposite sex. There's no science that shows any other thing is not a choice. Right? And the science I went over by the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research or the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Pittsburgh or Massachusetts clearly state that sexual orientation is dependent upon the AI NH3 subsection of the hypothalamus and physicalities of it, such as dendritic density, neuronic substructure, neurohormones, are like the size of it, or like even like the density of gray mass in the putamen. There's so many factors that would go in here into determining that sexual orientation is not a choice. So like Ed, tell me why you disagree with all the science.
Well, I feel like they're telling you what they want you to believe to make it okay to be gay.
Yeah, and how do you know this? Did you read the studies? You just sound like a conspiracy theorist.
No, it's
right. And it's not only those institutions that I said. It's also the WHO, the APA, the AMA, the ES, the WPATH, the BPS, the RCP, the CPA, the APS, the ESSM, the AAP, the ACP, the AFP, the ACH, the ACA, and the APHA. But also, if you're going to say that they're just telling us what we want, like what we want to hear, what they want us to hear, Tabby, appreciate that crown. Then are you saying that they're like making fake brain scans? They're faking EEGs, MRIs, fMRIs, or postmortem brain slices.
They could be.
All the professionals that have done this are faking it all. They're all faking it all. It's all fake. All of the studies that have been done on this over the last 60, 70 years are all fake. Like the countless institutions are like they're all fake.
Well,
you understand how you sound like a conspiracy theorist?
Yeah, I mean, I could.
Facts don't care about your opinions. Like, unironically, facts don't care about your opinions. Chairman brings up a great point.
You're not even letting me talk, bro. How are you gonna have an argument but talk the whole time?
It stopped being a debate when you started bringing up conspiracy theories, such as like every institution ever is lying about everything.
Yeah, but you've been doing it with everybody. Like, you just don't let anybody talk.
All right, so now you're gonna cry because I'm
trying to have an argument, but you're not letting me. I can't talk.
So make a point, please. Further the debate.
I was going to say, were you in the lab when they're doing these research? Were you doing this? Were you in the lab when they're taking surgeries and doing whatever to people's brains?
No.
So then how would you know?
How do you know that the Earth is round? Do you think the Earth is round?
What?
Do you think that the Earth is round?
It could be. I'm not saying it is 100%. Obviously, I haven't been to outer space, so I.
Do you think that Jupiter exists?
I've never
Aquaman,
seen it.
appreciate that subscription. Do you think that Jupiter exists?
I've never seen it up close.
So does it exist?
I mean, it could, but I'm not gonna think about.
Do you think that we live
like
in a?
that.
And it says, do we live in a solar system? Helena, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to Sub Only Chat.
We could.
Do you accept like any scientific notion as objective
I
truth?
mean, personally,
do you think that I don't know? Do you think that like the laws of logic are true? Have you seen them?
I don't really go much outside.
Are you wait, I'm so sorry. Are you religious? Are you religious?
I'm not religious.
Oh shit. Okay. So so yes. Okay, right?
I don't
so
believe
you're
really
rejecting all
anything,
science is what you're doing right now. And earlier when I called you a conspiracy theorist and you got all like crybaby about it, like now like this is actually shown to be quite the case. Because now you're rejecting the notions of the Earth being round or us living in a solar system or Jupiter being a planet just because you haven't seen them or been on them.
Well, if you can't see something, then how do you know it's real?
Right? So, yeah, you don't have to see something to know that it's real.
Yeah, but that's how you become a follower and you believe everything that somebody tells you.
No, it's not believing what someone tells you. It's believing the justification for what they tell you.
So, what's your proof that the Earth is round?
Yeah, so I mean, like we could go down like a tangent of things as far as the Earth being round. One of like the biggest one being pictures, videos, like tests done on the circularity or the curve of the Earth from like a high abstracted view of it. But like,
true. But
now do you understand? Like now you're going down this funnel that like the Earth isn't round. You're a conspiracy theorist.
I mean, it could be, it couldn't be. I don't really. It's not like I'm saying it's not around 100%.
Yeah, so you're just a conspiracy theorist. Dude, look at the questions that you're asking right now. So, like, for you to reject, like, the notion that homosexuality is not a choice, you're also going to have to reject that the Earth is round or that Jupiter or Mars is a planet. And you seem to just be dying on that hill.
No, it's just like, if you don't see something, how do you know it's real?
Yeah, because of the justification for it being real.
But
like non-empirical evidence. I'm so sorry. Have you ever seen a fetus before?
A baby?
No, a fetus. Like a fetus inside a mother's womb.
That's totally different.
No, have you seen one?
Something.
No, have you seen it?
So you're asking me pretty much if I
have you seen a fetus in a mother's womb?
Of a woman to see a fetus.
Yeah, have you?
No, because you can't.
How do you know it's real? How do you know it's real?
Because it's born.
Wait, no. Before it's born.
That makes no sense because it comes out.
Have you seen a fetus in in a mother's womb? No, you haven't. So then, therefore, it must not be real because you have to see something in order
Bro,
for it to
what
be real,
kind of
right?
question is that?
Right?
How?
Yeah.
Okay,
When was the last time that you saw your dad?
Tonight.
How about your mom?
Today.
Yeah. Like, okay. So, do you know that like your mom or your dad's real because you don't see him right now?
Yeah, but you're comparing.
Nah. Wait, have you ever seen your brain? Have you ever seen your brain, Ed? No, you haven't seen your brain.
You can't.
And honestly,
see your brain.
I might be with you on this one. You haven't seen your brain, so you don't know if it's real. And honestly, fuck, man, I don't know if your brain's real. I don't know if your brain's real.
Yeah, but you can't see your brain.
Right.
It's behind your eyes, so it's not possible.
Right, but you just said if you can't.
Just
see
like
it,
I'll probably never.
Lobot,
see
thank you for the
this,
sunglasses.
Just
right?
like I'll never.
So then,
see
therefore,
the
by
Earth
your
from
logic, your
outside
brain's
the
not
sample.
real, right? Can you say it, Ed? I don't know if my brain exists. I don't know if I have a brain because you haven't seen it.
That's totally different than.
God, see everything.
Obviously-
No, it's not totally different. You're just special plain, bro. You have to understand that in order to die on this hill, also, there exists just as much justification for the Earth being round as you having a brain. I hope you know that. So why are you saying that you don't know if the Earth's round, but then you know you have a brain? What?
Well, I wouldn't be able to function without a brain.
Well, how do you know that?
It's a vital organ.
How do you know? Like, I mean, how do you know that it's the brain that's a vital organ? Couldn't all these institutions be lying about us? Couldn't it just be like a computer chip up there doing all the hard work, not this like organic tissue? I mean, you haven't
It could
seen
be,
it. You
but
have a clue.
that-
Yeah, have you ever seen a brain before?
Yeah.
Oh, your brain.
Yeah, but you asked.
So,
if I've seen
wait,
a
how are
brain
you
or
saying?
my brain.
Kate, thank you for the elephant's trunk. Yeah, have you seen your brain? Yes or no?
My brain, no. A
So
brain.
then, how do you know that like there's not just like a computer chip up there?
Well,
Thank you for the
I
hands.
mean,
All right, I'm
why
gonna
would they
move
lie
on.
about that? That makes
Oh,
no
why
sense.
would they lie about that? Why would they lie about that?
Because it's a
what I mean,
brain.
man. You know what I mean, man?
You're
Why
born
would they
with a
lie
brain.
about that? But they lie about everything else. Yeah, we're gonna go to move on to the next guest here, chat. Let's go ahead and get our next contender up here, chat. By the way, we are in sub-only chat for a little bit, so make sure if you want to engage that you do hit that subscription button. That's quite literally the best way to support me. Oh, holy shit. Persephone, thank you so much for the galaxy. I'm sorry. I was looking through guest requests when you said that. I'm so happy I'm on sub-only mode, so I see the notification. Thank you so much. What's going on, Mans? Do you think that it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Look, I don't think it's wrong or immoral. I just want to know why. And this
Okay,
has nothing
unfortunately, I'm
to
only
do.
talking to opposition, but I appreciate you coming up here. Kara, thank you so much for those roses. Also, we are 7 subscribers off of 200. Do we think we could hit 200 subscribers before I end the stream? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see, but that'd be pretty cool, huh? Kara, appreciate those roses. Thank you so much. We're going to go and get the next guest up in here. Oh, they did not load in. We're going to go and move on to Kyle. Kale, thank you so much for the galaxy, man. Thank you so much. You are almost halfway to the live goal. That's sweet. All right, this guest is not loading in here. We're going to go to move on to the next. Let's go to talk to Jay. I love you. My partner and I watch you every day. You're making a difference. Thank you so much, Aquaman. Thank you so much. What's going on, Jay? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
No, but I think you're a fucking cunt because you don't love.
Oh, man. I make people mad, chat. I make people so upset by doing what I do. Oh, yo, Karina, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to Sub-Only Chat.
Hello.
Wow. What's going on, Lucas? Do you think it's wrong/immoral to be gay?
Yeah, I think it's wrong. Because you are here to educate people about.
Yeah, why do you think it's wrong?
Why? Because it's like not the way that humans are made to function.
Well, they're quite literally made to function in this way because being gay is dependent upon physicalities of the brain, and those develop in womb, and this is shown to be the case by a whole lot of fancy-dancy institutions of science and medicine. So they quite literally are made to function in this way.
Yeah, but how are those institutions made from the facts that how the brain works? I just want to ask you.
Well, they study how the brain works. Like the Netherlands Institute of Brain Research studies brain research. So, and when they studied brain research, they saw that it was wired in.
How do you know that what they're saying is like conclusive facts?
Conclusive fact? Yeah, by repetition, by the fact that they're like reputable institutions, by actually looking at the research with your own eyes, by like deductive reasoning to do with like sexual orientation difference within the brain.
Yeah, like my opinion.
Then I mean, like, what is like your evidence to dismiss it? Like, how are your claims supposedly more justified?
No, this is not. You don't really have any proof.
Oh wait, I don't have any proof. Do you want a DOI? What do you want?
No,
I mean, I will unironically give you proof. I'll unironically give you proof. I don't even need to give you a DOI. Chat, watch this. This is going to be so much fun. This is so much fun. I love it when people do this. Boom! Bam! 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 Bro, fucking, I just like unloaded a gun of proof on you.
Yeah, I didn't have time to read it, but...
They're in my Discord. You can go right in my Discord.
Yeah, so can I ask you questions about your proof?
Thank you for that, mustache. No, I want to ask you questions about yours. Like what is your proof? Do you have any proof? Can you name one institution of like academia or science, medicine, sociology, psychology, otherwise that deems this is not being the case?
No, I'm not sitting with 3,000.
No, you can't name one. You literally can't name one. And then also, do you think that fruit flies can make choices?
No, but I have to ask you, like you are supposing that is not the everyone is wrong that you debates with, so you.
No, I'm just supposing the science to be right. Boom, pow, bang.
Yeah, I'm asking
pop.
you, not the site.
Wait, no. So you're asking me? Okay, what do you want to ask me? Thank you for that, mustache.
I want to ask you, like, humans are fuck, my English is not my main language, so it's a smart animal, right?
Very smart animals. I see we humans we are. Kale, thank you so much for that galaxy. Thank you, man.
And like, what was your fruit flies? You told me.
Yeah, can fruit flies make choices?
Yeah, fruit flies.
Can they make choices?
No.
No, so then why do we observe
Because
homosexuality
I
within them?
think-
Right? So if
I
they can't
think-
make choices and then we still observe homosexuality within them, this must mean that they're wired to operate in this fashion. Because fruit flies only operate in ways in which they're wired to. And this
I
is
think
just further justification that being gay isn't a choice. And this
No,
is even
I think
propelled
that
even further by the fact that we observe homosexuality in over 3,000 species in the animal kingdom. Are like all of these like species being like impacted by like the progressive ideology of the left? Like no.
No, what I think like all the animals beside humans are like too dumb to understand like that's a girl or that's not. Like it's birds.
Dude, what's your evidence? Dude, I gave you so many institutions. I give you so much evidence. Name me one institution that says being gay
But
is a
I'm
choice.
watching this live like from 2 hours now, and I have the only fact you're coming with is institutions.
That's pretty good fact. I'm coming with specific studies. Kale, oh my god, thank you for the third galaxy, man. Thank you so much.
I get your institutions, everything. I get that.
Yeah, that is the only fact I'm coming with. Absolutely.
Yeah,
The only fact I'm coming with is science.
repeatable.
Holy shit.
It's kind of repeatable. Like, do you have?
The 20 institutions I have are extremely repeatable.
Yeah, and the basic of it is that it's the nature of a human being to be gay, right?
Right.
And how did they come up to that fact?
Yeah, by studying the brains, by studying the genome, by studying like the interior commissures, by studying like our anatomy, and like linking our anatomy to sexual orientations. Therefore, it must exist and like the individual nature of these individuals.
So you mean, for me,
Martini, thank you so much for the cuddle. Thank you so much for the cuddle,
for me,
Martini. Thank you.
Liking a woman.
I'm gonna move on. I appreciate you for coming up here, man. I don't have time for nonsense. All right, y'all, we're gonna move on. Let's go talk to the next guest. Nonsense, chat nonsense. Holy shit, Kale, thank you for the 4th galaxy, man. You're going absolutely crazy today, Kale. What's going on, Jack? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
What's going on, man?
Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
I think it's wrong.
Okay, why?
I think being gay is a mental disorder.
All right, so the World Health Organization, the American Psychiatric Association, the American Medical Association, the Endocrine Society, the British Psychological Society, the Royal College of Psychiatrics, the Canadian Psychological Association, the Australian Psychological Society, the European Society for Sexual Medicine, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American College of Physicians, the American Academy of Family Physicians, the American Counseling Association, the American Public Health Association, and the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research, the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Massachusetts in Pittsburgh, and then the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of UCLA do not deem it as a mental illness.
I mean, like, when you're like 5 years old, like some people say like they're gay when they're 5 years old. Like, how do you know that you're gay when you're 5 though? Like, what do you know?
How do 5-year-olds say they're straight?
Told you to say girls.
Yeah, how do you know that? How do they know that they're straight when they're 5 years old?
I don't know.
No, it seems like people like have some inclination to know like their sexual orientation at young ages. It's
I don't
crazy.
think gay is being mental disorder.
All right, so then why do you disagree with quite literally? How old are you?
Old enough.
No, you're not. We're gonna move on to the next guest. Poetry in Motion, bro, for real. For real, he totally did. Yeah, he's hella young, yo. Also, Sabrina, I saw your text. Can you tell me if are you okay? Are you doing better? Also, guys, if you're enjoying the debates, make sure we're hitting that follow button, y'all. Let's try to get to. I wonder if we could get to 80,000 followers tonight. We're 1.7 thousand off. What's going on, man? Do you think it's wrong or like immoral to be gay?
I do think it's wrong, but what I don't understand is how everything you're sitting there saying you're reading off of the computer behind the phone.
Yeah, I do have a list of all of the institutions, or at least a good portion of them, that do not deem being gay as a mental illness. All right, so that when I read off of my computer, that's what I'm reading off, but that's really all. So why do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
I don't know. I'm not that educated about it, but
You're not that educated about it. Yeah. Why do you what's your reasoning? Like, explain to me the reasoning you have to support your belief that it's wrong to be a homosexual.
if I'm being completely honest, it's going to sound really stupid, but that's just how I was raised.
Oh, holy shit, man! At least you're honest. So I want to see if I could like convert you here. If I'm raised in a household that tells me it's okay to murder people, is it okay to murder people?
I guess you got me there, but still, because
If I was raised in a household where my parents like didn't like black people, would I be justified in being racist? Kara, thank you for those roses.
Wait, what'd you say?
If I was raised in a racist household, would it be okay if I was a racist?
I guess.
Bro, what the fuck?
What do you mean, what the fuck? You just asked me a question, exactly what I'm sitting here saying.
So, like, it's okay to be a racist? It's okay to be a homophobe?
No, but that's not what I'm saying. I literally just said that's just how I was raised. If you're raised to be racist, then I guess you're racist. I don't really have a choice in that.
Wait, no, they totally have a choice in being racist. It's called education, right? Little body dupe.
I just said I don't have a choice in it. That's what I just said. I just said I don't have a choice in it.
You don't have a choice in like not liking gay people?
That is not what I said. I said I don't have a choice on what you believe and what you don't believe.
You have a choice on what you believe.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't have a choice on what you believe.
So listen to me, right? So you don't like gay people. You think it's wrong and immoral to be gay. But you don't have any like reason to actually believe this. You said, if I'm being honest, it was just the way I was raised. Right? So that's a good first step, but it's not the end of the road. So the second step is realizing that we should probably hold beliefs only with justification. Kale, I appreciate the galaxy. Thank you so much. And you don't have any justification. Therefore, it's probably a belief that you shouldn't hold.
All right, take it back 5 years. Was anybody out here saying, like, well, take it back 5 years, how popular was people going on live and saying, why is being gay wrong?
Well, I don't think that lives were that popular as a whole at all, but how about we just abstract this to like a societal view? How popular was it 5 years ago that being gay was okay? It was pretty popular, but I'm willing to just say like no one thought that being gay was okay, right? But I don't think this notion of the notion of popularity of any given belief is going to necessarily justify that belief. In the same way, like let's like look at an analogy for the question that you just asked. How popular was it in like the U.S. in the 18 or the 1900s to think that being black was okay, or in Germany to think that being a Jew was okay? It was incredibly unpopular, right? But did that justify being black is wrong or being a Jew is wrong? No, whatsoever. It just showed that there are really like poorly held societal ideals that existed without justification. And that's exactly what you have. You have a poorly held ideal that exists without any justification. Marissa, thank you so much for the sunglasses.
See, the thing, yeah, you're 100% right. But
at least you know that.
All I'm trying to say is that I feel like it jumped a lot with people being gay and people being trans, and all that.
Why? Why? Because there's like no reason that we should like have disdain towards gay people, right? Thank you for that gamer cat towards like gay or trans people. Like, there's no reason that we should have this disdain. Like, do you disagree? No. Let's stay on topic, right? So, do you disagree that there is no reason we should hate gay people?
No, I don't know.
Jordan, thank you so much for the subscription. So you agree that there's no reason we should hate gay people?
Sure, yeah.
Thank you for the elephant trunk, Kale. But yet you do. So you have no reason for your hatred. And that is called prejudice. This same type of prejudice is racism. The same type of prejudice is like anti-Semitic, being like anti-Semitic. What's up, Jordan? Like the same type of reason as like misogyny?
Pretty much what I was trying to get at.
The roses.
5 years ago, no one was thinking, I'm going to go become a woman when I was born a boy. Like that.
So, dude, let's stay on topic. Yeah, I mean, there were, but I'm not, bro. No, we're talking about like being gay, like same-sex attraction. Like, I mean, I think there totally was, but I'm not going to debate you on that topic. We're going to debate about the topic that's shown on screen.
I don't know. I do.
Persephone, thank you so much, Persephone. Oh my God.
I have a question. How much money do you make off these streams?
I make a bit.
But yeah.
So do you have any other reason as to why it's like wrong to be gay?
Honestly, not. But I
appreciate you for coming up here. Have a good one. Persephone, holy shit. Thank you for this 5 gifted. Persephone, you've just been going crazy in the live. I just want to take a moment and let y'all know how much I appreciate Persephone. She's just been going crazy like the last couple weeks. Just know I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Your support has been absolutely unreal, and I don't want it to go unnoticed. Anyways, y'all, thank you for the TikToks. If we're enjoying the debates, make sure we're tippity-tapping away in that phone screen, y'all. There's 3,000 people in here. There's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't be able to get to 1.5 million likes in like the next like 10 minutes. There's no reason at all.
It's nice to hear.
What's up, Al? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Of course it's not.
Okay, unfortunately, I'm only talking opposition, but I appreciate you coming in here. Nicole, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the sub-only chat. Let's go ahead and get our next guest up in here. Also, y'all, if we're enjoying the debates, if this button right here is red, click it and make it go white. I do debates like these every day. The content is great, man. It's educational, too. What's going on? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Okay, I think it's immoral, but
How old are you?
I'm 18.
All right, sweet. So why do you think it's immoral?
Okay, so first off, I'm gonna say that I am bisexual, but I am very aware. I know it has to do like with neuroscience and it has to do stuff with the brain that could be chemically imbalanced. So,
No, 1 second. Just give me a second. Guys, we just hit 200 subs. It's a crazy milestone. Holy shit. Wow. Thank you all so very much. That's fucking absurd. Thank you for the hi there, Scotty. So yeah, give us like your reason why you think it's immoral, please.
Okay, so I was looking at this study where it says that males like each other because like something about like chemically imbalanced with serotonin, and like it has to be in a certain can you explain why?
Yeah, because like all the other science doesn't say that. It's just kind of like alt-right propaganda. So why is it immoral exactly?
Because it could be like chemically imbalanced, like your head.
Koala, thank you so much for the subscription.
Or you could have been affected in the womb as well.
Right. So like the thing is like this should actually like be a proponent of the idea that being gay isn't immoral because it's like not a choice and it's something uncontrollable. So even if we accept that this notion is to do to like a difference in chemical balance from like a straight brain, like this doesn't mean it's an imbalance. It just means it's a different balance. You know what I mean? It's just like it's such a funny little quirk of societies where anytime there exists something in an atypical nature, it's wrong. Like, no, things that are atypical or not of the majority aren't wrong. They're just different. Also, Little Body Dupe, thank you so much for the crystal shoe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'm just like, I'm just curious. I'm just curious because I am bisexual and I am like very open-minded. But I do think it's immoral because although I do remember since kinder having crushes on women and men, I do know that a lot of things that could have afflicted me to being bisexual, which is why I'm saying that. Like,
do your parents age? She's 18. So are your parents like? Do they not like gay people?
My dad does. My mom doesn't.
Yeah. So that's why you think it's wrong. Bro, I mean, so you said you're 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're young. You're young, yeah, and you think this way because your parents think this way, and it's absolutely so saddening because you yourself have this sexual orientation that is non-straight, and that's horrific, and that's a byproduct of these irrational beliefs. I appreciate those cat paws.
So you're basically telling me that just because my mom thinks that is because of why I think that it's wrong?
Of course, yeah, of course I'm telling you that, absolutely. You're young, you're 18, and it's terrible that you think it's wrong because, as you said yourself, you're bisexual. But, man, honestly, hey, I recommend, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next guest, but I'd recommend hanging around, maybe watching a few of the debates, picking out what I say. Thank you so much for coming up. Have a good, seriously have a good one. But seriously, I highly recommend staying around and watching a few more debates. Appreciate you so much for coming up. We're going to go to move on to the next guest. Let's go ahead and get Angel up here. What's going on, Angel? Do you think it's like wrong/immoral to be gay? Haley, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the Sub-Only chat.
Can I ask you a question before you ask me?
I mean, answer, do you think it's wrong or immoral?
Describe what both of those mean to me.
Do you think it's wrong, like immoral? Do you think it's like morally wrong to be gay?
What's moral?
Homie.
I don't understand like the question. I need to know what.
When you think of gay people, are you like, oh no, that's bad?
No.
Okay. What's your question?
What are your views?
That I don't think that being gay is wrong. I appreciate you for coming up. Alex, thank you so much for that, GG. We're gonna go to the next guest. Keeper, unfortunately, we're only looking for debates. She did seem like a nice lady, though. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for the superpower, Jesse. What's going on? Do you think that being gay is going to be like wrong or immoral? All right, we're gonna. Oh, child. We're gonna go to move on to the next guest. By the way, y'all, also make sure to join the Discord. Pineapple, my subscriber Pineapple is absolutely correct. Y'all, make sure to join the Discord. I'm in there all the time. I love talking to people. The links to it. It's in my bio. I love sitting on Discord. Please join so I have more people to talk to. Thank you for the hand arts. Yo, what's going on, Nick? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Yeah, it's very.
Oh, wow. Coming in strong. All right. Why?
Why not? Is it natural?
Why not? Come on. It is natural, right? So why is it wrong or immoral to be gay?
I just asked you, is it natural? How is it natural?
Right. Well, what do you take the definition of natural to be?
Like something that just comes to like something that you don't have to. It's not implanted in your mind or like.
There you go.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. So exist in or caused by nature and not caused by like human intervention, right? So this is the definition of natural. And being gay is going to fit this definition, right? I mean, institutions have shown this to be the case. Like, I mean, I reference them a lot. I know, like, I probably sound like a broken record to a lot of the viewers at this point, but, you know, like the Netherlands Institute for Brain Research or the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Pittsburgh or Massachusetts, or like the Center for Neurochronology at UCLA. Like, all of these places have, like, done studies on our brains and have concluded that, like, gay people have, like, differences in their brains that cause their sexual orientation.
Yeah,
like, we have differences from gay people's brains that cause our sexual orientation, right? Appreciate you for that panther pause. So yeah, and then like that alongside, you know, the fact that we observe homosexuality in over 3,000 other species definitely would conclude that being gay is natural.
That was a good one. I was just fucking around. I don't care. I like people that are gay.
Well, I mean, shit, you just gave 3,000 people education. Appreciate you for coming up here, Nick. Have a good one. Appreciate that, Rose. I can't tell if he was trolling. I bet he wasn't. Or I bet he was. No, I bet he wasn't trolling. I bet he actually did think he was wrong, or that he actually does think that being gay is wrong, but then gave him a pretty strong case. What's going on, buddy? Do you think it's like wrong / immoral to be gay?
I think you're gay.
I'm straight.
I can't tell.
All right. So do you think it's wrong to be gay? Thank you for the lightning and for the finger hearts, y'all. Thank you for the gifts.
I think you're gay.
All right. Sounds good, buddy. So do you think it's wrong to be gay?
I think you're gay.
Thank you for the guest of the grouper. I understand you think I'm gay. I don't know if you quite understand how like discussion, like conversation goes. I'm acknowledging that you think I'm gay. I'm acknowledging it. Yes, I am. So now do you think it's wrong to be gay?
I love it. This dude's he gay as I get.
All right,
so I bet you hold it in your mouth till the swelling goes down, won't you?
All right, now, buddy. So now I'm gonna make a case out of you. So if you leave, you're embarrassing yourself. Now this is the fun part. Oh, I love when people do this. This is the fun part. So, buddy, if you leave, you're embarrassing yourself. You have obviously expressed a disdain towards gay people because, I mean, you just, you know, made remarks about me being homosexual when in fact I'm not, and then made like derogatory remarks about like holding it in the mouth until it swells. So obviously you have a disdain towards gay people. You think it's wrong to be gay. So this is fun. This is a game show. All 3,000 people in here, this is fun. So I have this crazy idea. Everyone that holds a prejudice against gay people, oh, he left, he embarrassed himself. Anyways, I have this crazy idea. Everyone that holds a prejudice against gay people is irrational and they don't actually have any reason for that prejudice except for like ingrained homophobia. He ran, it's fine. But I was going to ask him what his reason was for holding that ingrained prejudice. But we do have a runner, we have a track star, and this only further, you know, verifies my claim that if you don't like gay people, you're just like irrational and ignorant. Let's go ahead and talk to that rusty 5.3 Chevy. Y'all, should I do a podcast? I kind of want to do a podcast. I feel like I'd do well in a podcast. This kind of is a podcast. It's like a live podcast. What's going on? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Yes.
I'm not going to say it's wrong or immoral.
Okay.
I'm going to say that it's not something that is Okay, well, I'm very heavily Christian in a way that I'm not going to say it's wrong to be gay. I'm going by what I've read. I've read the Bible.
Thank you
over twice.
All right,
And-
so Rusty, if you've read the Bible over twice and you don't think that it's like immoral or wrong to be gay, then we're chilling because sweet.
It's just the problem with he calls it like this is gonna might get me banned, but the certain acts between two male or two female people is an abomination in God's eyes. I'm not saying being gay is wrong.
You said you've read the Bible twice?
If you go, I've read it. I don't remember all the stuff.
Right,
I remember quite a bit of it.
I've read the Bible so much more than twice. In fact, I've
yeah,
read it
you're
so many
probably older than
times
I am,
that. How old are you?
Rather not say. I don't want to get banned.
Well, fortunately, you got to be 18 to be on the TikTok live, but I appreciate you coming up. I mean, I was about to lay down the law. With him, but it didn't work. Ray, I appreciate that mic check. Thank you so much. I was about to lay down the law, but it didn't work. Chat, we're going to go and get our next guest in here. If you do think it's wrong or immoral to be gay, go ahead and hop in those guest requests. If this button right here, if this follow button's red, hit that shit. I do debates like this quite literally every single day. They're so fun.
Yo.
What's going on, man? Do you think it's like wrong / immoral to be gay?
I think it's wrong.
Okay, why?
Like he was saying, I've read the Bible plenty of times, and I go by the word.
Okay.
And it says it's wrong in the Bible.
Where?
Oh, fuck. Hey, leave me. Shit, hold on.
You don't know what the Bible says?
Leave. Oh, hell.
I get it. I mean, at least he knew. DNX Parker podcast. So first of all, thank you for the $10 via Venmo. Thank you so much. Yeah, bro, DNX Parker podcast. That'd be so much fun. Actually, I'm going to talk to him about that. Next time y'all see Parker live, you should harass him about a DNX Parker podcast. Let's push this narrative that it should happen. We're going to move on to the next guest chat. By the way, if you want to like send me a message that you know I'll read, hit my Venmo. It's like a super chat on YouTube. It pops up on the top of my stream. I see it every time. What's going on, Mason? Do you think it's like wrong or like immoral to be gay? Very nice, Mason. Thank you so much. All right, moving on here to Dark Sage chat. Moving on. By the way, y'all, thank you so much for 1.2 million likes. That's crazy. What's going on, Dark Sage? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Okay, well, for me personally, I'm not going to look at it from a biblical sense. I would say it's wrong, but I'm not going to go from a biblical perspective because when you look at it, all right, look at it this way. Take away everybody off the planet and leave 2 men on the planet. What happens?
Oh, they both die.
Okay, and what happens to the human race?
Oh, the human race disappears.
Okay, same thing for 2 women. So that's just that point. That's the point that I'm going on. That's why it's wrong.
Do you think that infertility? Do you think that infertility is immoral?
Well, infertility now, that's different.
Oh, why do they say that every time? They're like, that's different. So as we see here on this very professional graph, being gay is going to lead to no reproduction. Jillian, thank you so much for that subscription. Just as infertility is going to lead to no reproduction. So in your when your thought experiments, like, oh, what happened if there's just 2 men alive? Would humans continue? No. If there's 2 women alive, would humans continue? So in the same way that if there's 2 infertile people alive, would humans continue? No, right? So what you're basically saying is that being gay is wrong because they can't have kids, yet infertility is not wrong, regardless of the fact that if you're infertile, you can't have kids. You are a part of the fam now, Jillian.
You can have kids if you're infertile. There are ways to have children if you're not.
All right, so just like there's ways to have children if you're gay. I wasn't going to talk about that.
Yeah, tell me how.
IVF and surrogacy. Now tell me how infertile people can have kids.
It's medicine.
So you say medicine, and I give you actual ways. So I told you the actual ways in which gay people can have kids, IVF and surrogacy. So which ways can infertile people have kids?
I told you medicine and herbs.
Oh, shit. No, you're just wrong. Atheist Lamia, thank you so much for that subscription. Welcome to the sub-only chat. That's just wrong.
How is it wrong?
Yeah, herbs won't cure infertility.
If you eat certain things that make your body healthy, right? Don't you think you can eat something to make yourself be able to be fertile? Don't you
No.
think that's possible?
No.
That's not possible.
No.
Oh, then you're wrong because I've seen that
no.
happen.
No, it's just that's just wrong.
I know somebody who's infertile, and they
A man or a woman? Man or
It's
a woman?
and a man, and they're infertile.
That's just
They
misinformation.
ate
So
an
if
herb.
you could cure infertility, then why do we see 11% of our population infertile? And then why do we see 100% of the female population after the age of about 55 or whenever they go through menopause as infertile? Now, I could debate you on this because you are wrong. And I like to debate people that are wrong. But let's go back to the main point here. So you think that being gay is wrong because, again, just chill. Logan, thank you so much for the $5. I didn't shout out your sub. Logan, thank you so much for the subscription. I'm so sorry. I must not have seen it. Anyways, so Dark Sage, you think that being gay is wrong because they can't have kids, right?
Yeah, there's no life in it when you look at it.
So if you're infertile, you can't have kids either. So why isn't infertility wrong? Eric, thank you so much for the cowboy hat. Ashley, thank you so much for the sub.
But being gay,
Right, but they can't have kids.
Yeah, but if you're even infertile, right? As I said, sometimes when two persons can't conceive, there's some chemical imbalances in their bodies because I know.
Actually, yeah, the difference in chemical balances within the brains of gay people are the other physicalities of the brains in which cause them to have same-sex attractions. Yeah, right. So you just justified being gay is okay. Also, I appreciate that, Cap. Thank you so much, Milo. Thank you so much for that dollar.
I know this girl that she's with this guy, and they've been trying to get pregnant for years and years, and it's not working out.
Thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome to the Samoa chat.
When they both went to the doctor told them that they're not compatible. So she can get pregnant, but not by that guy. I was like, whoa, I didn't even know that was possible like that.
All right, I'm going to make this so abundantly clear. Stop talking. I don't know what you think you're saying. You're just kind of monologuing, talking about nonsense. So infertility. So we're going to presume a case of infertility that is incurable. Right? Like a woman after the age of menopause. A woman can't have kids after she goes through menopause, right? So is this immoral? Yes or no?
Immoral?
Oh, Nessie.
Oh, no,
Yes.
How can it be immoral? I never said it was moral.
Sweet. So you think this infertile person that can never have kids, never, ever, 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 never, ever, 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 ever have kids, they're not immoral. But yet you think a gay person that can have kids
How
by
can a gay
IVF or surrogacy, but you think they can't have kids is immoral because of this. Bro, look at the graph. This is why I made the graph. Stop talking. This is why I made the graph. Dark Sage, this is why I made the graph. This is why I made the graph. Bro, Dark Sage. So first of all, listen to me. Listen to my voice. Listen to my
guys can have kids? Like two guys can literally go together and have
bro,
kids.
Dark Sage, listen to me. Listen to me, Dark Sage. Listen to me. Listen to me.
They're having
Look,
kids,
bro.
they're
Oh
not
my
gay.
God. If you're gay, no reproduction. If you infertile, no reproduction. You think being gay is wrong because of no reproduction, yet you do not think infertility is wrong, regardless of no reproduction. This is a logical contradiction. Go ahead and unmute.
Huh?
Go ahead and
I
unmute.
like this. I like your setup though. It's really nice.
I have this to explain this concept to people that just can't seem to grasp it, such as yourself.
Not this setup. I'm talking about your personal setup. I like it. That's just it. You can let somebody else get on.
You concede?
Huh? No, I don't see it. I'll never see it because it's rubbish. You're saying it's stupid.
Wait, what I'm saying is stupid? So why do you think being gay is wrong? Because they can't have kids, right?
Yeah, because when you look at it, there's just no light in it, you know?
Right, there's no light. No light means no kids. Right?
Yeah.
So what light do you see in infertility?
Infertility is different. We're talking about, stay on topic. We're talking about gay people.
Lobot,
Come
thank
on.
you for that subscription. It's an analogy, right? What reproduction is there? Bro, Dark Sage, answer my question.
We're talking about gay people.
Right, it's a logical analogy. All right, bro. Stop being dense. Stop being dense.
No, hold on. Oh, all the time.
No, I'm just gonna move on to the next guess. Oh my god. I just subbed to say this to you, Dark Sage. Oh, Dark Sage, look at chat. Lobot has something for you. That was crazy. We're gonna go to move on to the next guess. You're going through with IVF. Dark Sage, Lobot subscribed to tell you that she's going through with IVF, so this is a way that homosexual individuals can have kids, right? WD's got nothing for Nicole. What's going on? How old are you?
I'm like in my 30s, so yeah.
Sweet. Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Thank you for that. Had a mustache, Raymond.
I definitely think there is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm only talking opposition, but I do appreciate you for coming up here. Have a good one.
Okay. You too.
All right. We're going to move on to the next guest. You're married to a man. IVF works for both. IVF works for anyone. Like literally fucking anyone. We're going to go ahead and talk to Big Daddy. Sorry.
What's up, dude?
Oh, what's going on, bro? You have the craziest background noise. I'm just gonna go.
Really?
I'm just gonna go. Sorry. That was a joke. I appreciate the gifts. All right, next guest is. All right, we're going to go and move on here. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that, chat. Let's go ahead and see what Blaze has to say. I'm so sorry, chat. I'm so sorry y'all had to witness that. What's going on, Blaze? Do you think it's like wrong or immoral to be gay?
Yes.
Okay, why?
God created man and woman, not...
You fucked it up already. It's not God. Also, thank you for the gap. It's not God. I saw where you were going there. You were saying God created man and woman, not, and then you started stumbling because you didn't you fucked it up. It's God. Now say it with me, Blaze. God created Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Yeah, but that's what I said, so whatever.
Right. So prove to me God exists. Yep. We're gonna go and move on to the next guest. Here we go. Let's go and talk to Ava, chat. The force diva. No, this is like this. I put inflection in my voice. I put inflection. Oh, yeah, that guy. It sounded like that one YouTuber. What was he called? The one guy was like, rah, rah, rah. That's what that last guy sounded like. All right, Ava's not loading in here. We're gonna go and move on to the next guest here, chat. Let's go and talk to Tom and Jess. The guest, yeah, he was like, blah, 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 blah. You just subbed. Let me debate. Jillian, do you want to debate me? Hop in. What's going on, Tom? Do you think that being gay is gonna be like wrong or immoral?
I think that being gay would be wrong in the sense that if everyone was gay, the society wouldn't flourish.
Is infertility wrong?
No.
Here we see being gay. This leads to no reproduction. Here we see infertility. This leads to no reproduction. If everyone was gay, everyone would be like, we're dying! We're burning! Society can't flourish! No more humanity! In the same sense, if everyone was infertile, we're dying! Society can't flourish! There's the end of humanity! I appreciate that subscription. Thank you so much who subscribed. On Uncle Jay, thank you so much. So anyways, so you said that infertility, like regardless, jokes aside, you said that being gay is wrong because you can't reproduce if you're gay. Yet you said infertility is not wrong regardless of the fact that you can't reproduce if you're infertile, right? If everyone was gay, no humanity. If everyone was infertile, no humanity.
Right, but if someone's infertile, they're still of the nature to give birth.
Does that change the fact that humanity would die out? No.
No.
And also this of the nature argument's just absurd. I mean, you tried. I mean, that was good. That was good. You tried. I bet you've heard that on a live before. Of the nature. That's very like philosophical wording used in a lot of abortion debates. I absolutely bet that before you came on here, you were watching an abortion debate live. But you did try. So yeah, what's the result of everyone's infertile on Earth? What happens to humanity?
No, I'm saying it's the same result, but one is a choice and the other the woman was of the nature to give birth, but she had no choice.
Right. So both cases lead to no humanity, and this of the nature argument is silly and profound because it doesn't like have any type of implications on the amount of birth being had, and like your whole argument is based upon the amount of birth being had, right? So on the topic of being gay as a choice, yes, no, it absolutely does. You said if everyone was gay, there'd be no birth, and this is why you think it's wrong. So it's totally like to do with like the amount of kids, the amount of new babies, right? So I want to touch on one of the, I want to touch on like the other thing you said. It's a choice. So you think being gay is a choice? Also, thank you so much for that Venmo. Thank you.
I'm not sure if being gay is a choice, but I'm sure that acting on being gay is a choice.
Yeah, so being gay is not a choice. Acting upon being gay is a choice.
Okay.
But regardless of if a gay individual acts upon or doesn't act upon their homosexual urges, either option is going to produce no kids. So they don't have a choice about how many kids they produce.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the love you, Jillian. Thank you.
Right, but if we're just talking about whether it's like wrong or not, and what I'm using to define wrong is if everyone was choosing to do this thing.
Well, no, because everyone choosing, right? Like people can't choose to be gay. People can't choose same-sex attraction.
Whenever I say choosing to be gay, I'm sorry, I mean like choosing to act on it.
Right. And like the choice to act on homosexual urges has no implication on the amount of reproduction being had. You're like, this whole like everyone argument completely hinges on the amount of reproduction being had. And this is like a categorically different, like irrelevant choice. Like the choice to act or not act upon sexual urges, like homosexual urges, has like no relevance on how much kids are like coming into a society.
Right, but what I'm using to define wrong is that if everyone chose to do that.
Right. And what would happen if everyone chose to like have same-sex relations?
Then we would collapse as a species.
Right. So can you as a straight man choose to have same-sex relations?
Sorry, what?
Can you as a man choose? Seriously, can you choose right now to want to stick it inside my ass?
Can I choose right now to do that?
Can you choose to want to do that right now?
Can I choose to want to do that? No.
Yeah. So therefore, it's not a choice. Being gay is not a choice, right?
No, I'm just talking about acting on it.
Right. So do you think that celibacy is wrong?
What's celibacy?
Like just not engaging in an intercourse, just like to not to.
It depends on the reason, I suppose.
So there's going to be some reasons in which celibacy is going to be not wrong?
Yeah.
Such as?
Well, I think every man is called to fatherhood, and if you're celibate to be a father in the community in a different way than having children, then I think that's an honorable way of being celibate.
Right. Well, now let's talk about it, right? Like priests, right?
Yeah.
Right? So
Sure.
if everyone chose to be a priest, this would result in no reproduction. Like no more babies would occur because they're all celibate. Is being a priest immoral? No. So this whole idea of if everyone chose to do this thing, is it immoral because it like would lead in further in, like a continuance of or a discontinuance of humanity? Not so ever.
Well,
I mean,
what if
dude, I just gave you like such a gracious hand, because you're making the claim that if everyone chose to engage in homosexual intercourse, that like humanity would end, and this is why it's wrong. So first of all, not everyone can choose to do that because they can't like choose to want to do that. And then second of all, I gave you like an analogy that would fit this criteria that you don't deem as wrong, right? Such as if everyone chose to be a priest and was therefore celibate, humanity would cease to exist. Do you deem priesthood as immoral? No.
Right, but it depends on the reason if you're a priest.
Right. So like priests can have reason as to why they are a priest. But you can't have reason as to why you're gay because being gay is natural, not a choice. So if anything, this is going to push a narrative that like it's like more wrong for everyone to be priests than for everyone to be gay. Because one's impossible, one's possible, one's a choice, one's not a choice. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do. But if you were a priest because you couldn't have children, I think that would be an honorable thing to do.
Right, but I asked you about celibacy.
Is celibacy not having children?
Yeah, not because you can't, it's because you don't want to.
Oh. I don't think you should be celibate.
So it's immoral to be a priest then? Because priests are celibate. Thank you for the GG, Kristen. It's immoral to be the Pope? The Pope's celibate. A nun? Nun's celibate. Come on now. No, obviously not. It is. It's a great point. Anything else? Thank you for the roses, y'all. No, nothing else? That's what I thought.
I'm just thinking, but...
I appreciate you for thinking. Keep thinking. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the roses. Jesus was celibate. Jesus was indeed celibate. Let's go ahead and talk to Mark, y'all. Also, guys, if we're enjoying the live and this button right here is red, make sure to tap that shit. I do debate lives like this quite literally every single day, y'all. Make sure we hit that follow button. We're so close to 79,000 followers. Also, make sure we're tippity-tapping away on that phone screen. Let's try to get to 1.3 million likes. And we're almost done with our galaxy goal. 8 more galaxies to our goal. Anyways, what's going on, Mark? Do you think it's wrong/immoral to be gay?
They do tend to normalize being gay a little bit too much, which then poisons the minds of the young people.
Persephone, thank you so much for that galaxy. Thank you so much. So no, it doesn't poison the mind. So would you say that I'm normalizing being gay right now? Like I'm doing a bad thing?
I'm not saying you are.
No, am I? Am I?
What is your standpoint?
That being gay isn't wrong. It's totally normal, and anyone who does think that it's wrong is irrational and ignorant. That's my standpoint.
Are you saying that being gay is okay and right?
Absolutely. It's definitely okay to be gay. Absolutely. So am I pushing this narrative that is poison to children's brain?
Do you think in certain societies of the world, because the United States is not just one big society because they have different laws everywhere, right? And there's different towns and
Kara,
each town
thank you
runs
so much.
differently.
Kara,
There's
thank
a lot
you
of
so much.
sociology that goes around.
Oh man, unfortunately I don't talk to yappers. We're going to go and move on to the next guest. Kara and Persephone, thank you so much for the galaxy and for the email message. Unfortunately, I do not talk to yappers. Chat had no clue what that guy was trying to say. Christian, thank you so much for that rose, y'all. We're going to go to move on to the next guest here. You subbed, come on. Oh, Killian, are you in requests? Oh, yes, you are. Let's go ahead and talk to our subscriber. Let's go ahead and talk to our subscriber. We actually have two. What's going on? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
Oh, no, I actually just wanted to come on because I'm actually laying right next to my girlfriend right now, and I'm actually so happy with what you're doing on the internet right now. It actually is amazing because everyone needs to be educated in this type of way, and I appreciate everything you're doing. That's all.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate you as well.
You're welcome.
Have a good night.
You too.
Oh, that was wholesome. Thank you. I honestly, I totally thought that they were going to come up here and they subbed to debate me. Thank you so much. That makes me smile. Thank you. Christian, thank you so much for that subscription. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you, chat. You guys are crazy. What's going on? Joe Terry, do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
I actually hit the button by accident.
You're all good, man. You're all good. There's another guy that wants to come on. By the way, subs, if you do sub to come on, just make sure that, if you do come on, I am only talking opposition. I'm just trying to get some debates in. Feel free to subscribe to come up to debate me. I'll definitely get you up here if you subscribe. What's going on, Sean? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
I do, but I want to clarify something real quick. It's not that I don't dislike homosexuality. I dislike homosexuality, but I don't dislike the person that practiced homosexuality. Does that make sense?
Yeah, got it. So why is homosexuality wrong?
Well, of course, you would probably guess this as I continue to talk, but because
Christianity?
Exactly.
All right, so where in the Christian Bible does it say it's wrong to be gay?
You know what, it talks about it in Deuteronomy, Leviticus.
What does it say in Deuteronomy?
Sexual morality, dude. It says sexual morality,
What is the specific verse?
Well, I can't give you a specific verse without looking it up.
Deuteronomy. What? Wait, does it?
If you just
Yes.
or Leviticus, and I know
Yeah.
Paul talks about it too.
Yeah, so Paul does talk about it. It does in Leviticus, right? So anyway, so Leviticus, it says it's like an abomination. So anyways, God says directly in verse 18 of Leviticus that being gay, that God says directly in verse 18 of Leviticus that all the laws in which he outlines inside of Leviticus are going to be specific to the Israelites. Loxu, thank you so much for that subscription. They're going to be specific to the Israelites in their differences from the Egyptians or the Canaanites. So you would have a good argument as to why it would be wrong to be gay as an Israelite living 3,000 years ago, but as we are not Israelites living 3,000 years ago, it's inapplicable. And this is from the word of God himself. Read the Bible. And then when you're talking about where Paul said it, we're going to be looking at Corinthians and Romans. And both of these verses use, like the original Greek language used, such as arseniokai or malakoi, cannot be inferred at their most literal meanings to as being saying like homosexuality is wrong. It's more likely to be condemning pedophilia or other acts of adultery, such as what was very prevalent, which was, just give me a second, such as what was very prevalent, Doberman, thank you so much for that subscription, in Greek Romanian culture at the time, such as male temple prostitution.
Well, I understand that whatever happened in Galatia, whatever happened in Corinthians, whatever happened in different areas, it's the context of Paul writing the epistle of what's going on in that area. I get that, but also, yeah, you're right. It doesn't specifically say homosexuality, but it does talk about not doing the deeds, right? And so I believe, man, like I've lived. Okay, so I'm 40 years old right now. I used to live a totally different life, bro.
Sean, again, like the most literal translation of the Bible does not condemn homosexuality. This only started to appear. This only started to appear in translations of the Bible in 1946.
All right. Well, can you read me the original Greek text?
Yeah. Well, I just told you the words arseniokai and malakoi. That's the original Greek verbiage used in these verses that apparently condemn homosexuality.
I don't know what those.
Yeah. So, like, this is what I did. I asked an historian. I asked someone who's fluent in Greek. I asked someone who's been studying the Bible and is a professor and a librarian for like the last 25 years.
So it doesn't talk about heroin in the Bible, right? But should you inject heroin?
No, but injecting heroin isn't wrong because it doesn't. Wait, hold up. Wait, I got.
Well, what I'm trying to say.
No. I got what you mean, Sean. It doesn't say injecting heroin is wrong in the Bible. Yet it is still wrong for like secular means, such as we could go through like the effects of taking heroin. That's why it's wrong. So this like what I'm getting at here is it's wrong to take heroin, and we still have reasoning or justification as to why that's wrong. That does not have to do with the Bible. So what is your reasoning or justification for why being gay is wrong that doesn't have to do with the Bible?
Well, if it doesn't have to do, if I leave the Bible out of it, if you look at like some things like a lot of the HIV, let's just say like bring up like health risks, right? HIV, okay? HIV was very prevalent in San Francisco in the certain like with the Tenderloin or whatever it was,
right. So
but no one wants to talk about that.
Health risks are shared by homosexual and heterosexual intercourse. There's going to be very specific STIs and STDs that we see a higher prevalence in of homosexual intercourse, but then there's just other STIs and STDs that we see a higher prevalence in of heterosexual intercourse.
No, I understand that.
Like you're using like HIV.
Was like a newer one, you know?
Yeah, Sean, you're using like HIV. And like how there's so much more HIV and like shared within like homosexual intercourse and heterosexual intercourse to attack, Hazel, thank you so much for that subscription, the morality of homosexual intercourse, right? And this is your justification as to why it's wrong.
Well,
so what if I used
Bible, bro.
Yeah, Sean. But like what if I used an STI or an STD that had higher rates in heterosexual intercourse to attack heterosexual intercourse, like gonorrhea? So if I sat here and I told you that heterosexual intercourse is bad because of this insane amount of gonorrhea, is it going to like give me any justification as to why heterosexual intercourse is wrong? Not so ever. So when you do the same thing to homosexual intercourse with another one, it's just kind of nonsense.
I don't know. What I am going to do is I am going to look up those two Greek words. I will do that for sure. I don't know what it talks about exactly with the translation in the Hebrew, but also I'll find that out so I can be educated, you know? But also,
sure
like, can you...
One second. Persephone, thank you so much for the subscriptions. Holy shit. Persephone, you've been going crazy. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
And by the way, I didn't subscribe because I wanted to get on. I enjoy these topics because I think that, like, I follow Parker, right? I respect that guy because he can have a debate, you know, and be open to listening what other people say, even if he doesn't agree or if I don't agree, you know, because I've talked to him before, you know. So I just want to let you know where I'm coming from, dude.
I get it.
It doesn't have to be a blanket statement where you just want to be on there to.
Of course. Of course. I've been trying to get better at listening lately, and I think I've been doing good this stream. But anyway, Sean, do you have any other reasons as to why homosexuality is going to be wrong?
Well, I just want to say this, man. You know, it says we're born again, you know? Like, I used to be very, like, you know, have a lot of partner with women and stuff like that, you know? You know, I'm not married, but I want to wait until I find the right woman to have intercourse, you know, with whoever that is. Because I lived a crazy lifestyle before.
Man, Sean, I'm so sorry. But, like, please.
Why are you sorry? Don't be sorry, man.
Just, like, please give me, like, just a concise, condensed reason as to why homosexuality is wrong. Hazel, I appreciate those roses.
Well, I gave you a few of them. The Bible.
All right. And we talked about all of them, and we talked about how they don't really justify being gay as wrong. We already went through all of that. So do you have any other ones?
But I will tell you this, man. I do love people where they're at, bro.
Sweet, man.
So I go evangelizing, right? And I ever see a cross-dresser or anything like that, I just love them where they're at. Even if I don't agree with it, I say, hey, you know, because Jesus met me where I'm at.
Right, man. Well, Sean, I appreciate you for coming up here tonight. Unfortunately, I'm trying to keep this debate oriented. Thank you so much. Honestly, dude, if you want to join my Discord and talk, the link's in my bio. I'm always down. But I appreciate you for coming up, Sean. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to the next guest here. We're just trying to keep things, like, debate oriented. We're going to move on.
Hey, how you doing?
For real, Jesse. What's going on, man? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
It's completely immoral.
Oh, yeah, I totally guessed that by the whole, like, Baki name and profile picture. God, you're such a stereotype. So tell me why it's wrong or immoral to be gay.
Okay, so let's say the whole world is becoming gay, right?
Right.
Okay, so which can stop the reproduction of humanity.
Yeah.
Right. Do you think how would you think that humanity would, like, keep going on if everybody became gay and, like?
Well, the real answer is by IVF and surrogacy. We're going to act like those things just don't exist. We're going to act like they don't exist. Everyone would be like, we're all dying because we're all so fruity and gay. No more reproduction. We're all dead. And then they're just, like, slowly, like, wilt out of existence and be dead forever. And that's terrible. That is so terrible. Got a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think that infertility is immoral?
I don't care about infertility because let me speak.
Where the problem?
Okay, so the chromosomes. If you want to talk about it scientifically,
this is where the problems. See, if everyone was infertile, the same thing would happen.
No, because the chromosomes you have chromosomes that are different from the opposite sex, which can be compatible to the other sex. So, like, you cannot be finding two matching sexes that cannot that can produce. Because infertility.
Word salad. Chill. Just chill. No. I understand you're defensive because you're getting. I understand you're getting defensive because you're getting challenged. Just chill for a second. Right?
I'm not getting defensive.
So what would happen if everyone on Earth was infertile?
Okay, so infertility just became a subject.
So just answer the question, and maybe I need to ask a more precise question. If everyone on the Earth was infertile, would humanity cease to exist?
Yes, and it's impossible for everyone to become infertile because
just like it's impossible for everyone to become gay.
Yeah, so let me explain. Infertility had just appeared like about 100 years ago because of the food industry, because of everything that we drink, because everything.
Thank you so much for the subscription. Nope, that's a lie. That's a lie.
No, it's not a lie. It's not.
Wait, no, hold up. That's a blatant fucking lie. I'm so sorry. Have women only been going through menopause for the last 100 years?
It became very common during this century.
No. I'm so sorry, bro. Have women only been going through menopause for the last 100 years?
No, I haven't said that.
Yeah, every woman after she goes through menopause is infertile. Therefore, this is a terrible, piss poor argument.
It's not a peaceful argument. It's like the stuff that, like, people don't want to, like, digest.
All right, bro. Dude, now listen. If everyone was infertile, everyone would die. In the same way that if everyone was gay, everyone would die.
Trouble.
So you're saying that because, like, this is why being gay is wrong. Like, being gay is wrong because gay people can't have kids. Infertile people also can't have kids. So is infertility wrong? You said no. This is logical symmetry.
And being gay
this is logically contradictory.
It spread disease. You put your stuff in.
Right, and so does heterosexual intercourse. Heterosexual intercourse also spreads diseases.
Not as much. Studies show that like gay
Yeah,
sex
studies
is
show
more-
that like some STIs and STDs are more prevalent amongst like homosexual intercourse, but other STIs and STDs are more prevalent among homosexual intercourse. So like AIDS is much more prevalent in homosexual intercourse. Gonorrhea is much more prevalent in heterosexual intercourse. So if I came here and I was like, studies show that gonorrhea spreads rampant through heterosexual intercourse, and I try to make this an argument as to why heterosexual intercourse is wrong, you'd look at me like I'm crazy.
No, I'm not looking.
Why don't
at
you look at yourself like you're crazy when you say AIDS spreads rampant or did at one point or whatever the fuck you think through homosexual intercourse, therefore it's wrong. It's a logically contradictory argument because the same thing could be said about heterosexual intercourse. Ray, thank you for that coral.
Okay, so let me explain to you something. So I don't know if you're like into religion or something, because I don't want to pull up a religion to the subject. I want to like keep religion away. Because it's like scientifically proven that like people that are having like a sexual intercourse from like the back of the body, which I don't want to say because I'm trying to be respectful to everyone. So it's like it spread more disease because, for example, where it comes from that hole, it comes like poop or like the human trash, which is the remains of the body. Like, and there's some bacteria that stays there.
By the way, sub only chats off. Sub only chats off, y'all. Yeah, and so again, like I don't understand. Like you're too dense for this conversation. STIs and STDs, like bro, no, you're too dense. Listen. STIs and STDs, right? STIs and STDs occur in both homosexual and heterosexual like intercourse, right? Right. And in the same way that a man poops out of his butthole, a woman pees out of her vajayjay. So right, so like these both are going to have like some biological infestants of some sort.
Okay, so who is more hard to clean, poop or pee?
So now we're judging the morality of an action based off upon how. No, listen, bro, stop dude. What the fuck? Don't interrupt me, bro. Don't interrupt me. If you're gonna ask me a question, don't ask me. Then just as soon as I start answering, thank you for that, like Mr. Orange. Just like start, like, and then just start talking again, right? That's crazy, right? So, like again, if we're not going to judge the morality of things based off upon how like dirty or clean a certain surface that is engaged in that action is, right? So like think about walking outside without shoes on. That's pretty dirty. You're gonna get a lot of bacteria on your feet. Is that immoral? Think about going to the gym. Hella bacteria on your hands. Is that immoral? No. So this whole idea of like using like the bacteria like observed within like the anus as like some claim to justify why it's immoral to engage in homosexual intercourse is going to be like really weird and wrong. Not to mention that the anus can be cleaned. So therefore, if it is clean under your worldview, is it no longer wrong?
It can be cleaned, but it cannot be cleaned like as much as easy as like the pee. Like sure. Matter of fact.
No, you could clean that, bro. Okay, again, like, dude, stop being dense. Respond to my points. I just gave you like so many arguments.
8 minutes 59 seconds.
Just show your position to be dog shit.
6.6
and then
miles
you just
per hour.
Choose to talk about how hard it is to clean the anus.
No, it's
Total
true.
2
It's
miles.
not.
Bro, so now respond
100 beats
to
per
any
minute.
of the points that I actually shared.
So as I say again, it's hard to clean that part because bacteria.
I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next guess. Like we gotta be able to like respond to like some degree, like right. So when I bring up counter arguments against this whole notion of cleanliness and morality, and then I bring up like deductive reasoning to do with other unclean acts, you just don't respond to any of it. Oh my god, man. We're going to go to move on to the next guest chat. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying the debates, make sure we're tippity-tapping away in that phone screen. We have 7 more galaxies to go until we hit that gift goal. Thank you so much for those boxing gloves, Macy. If you guys are enjoying the debates, make sure you hit that follow button, baby. I do debates like these quite literally every single day, and we're 100 followers off 79K. I appreciate you all so much for being y'all. There's 2,000 people in here. If we all tippity tap away on our phone screens, we could definitely hit that. So let's fucking do it, baby. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next guest chat. Oh, this next guest is not loading in. Thank you so much for the cat pause, Macy. This next guest is not loading in. We're gonna go and talk to Gabriel. Persephone, thank you so much for the galaxy, bro. You don't gotta, dude. Oh my god, Persephone, thank you so much. You don't have to send. You've been going crazy, Persephone. I hope you don't feel like you have to like, send or share anything. You've just been going crazy. Just Persephone. Just know I really appreciate you. You're a real Persephone. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and talk to our next guest coming in here, hot chat. Apparently the guests do not feel like loading in right now. Let's go ahead and talk to Gabby. By the way, y'all, make sure we're seriously tippity-tapping away on those phone screens. What's up, Gabby? Do you think it's like wrong or immoral to be gay? Oh, they loaded in left chat. We're going to go ahead and head on to notification. This is an interesting profile. This is a very interesting profile. Very interesting profile indeed, and they're not loading in. Guys, I don't know what's going on right now. I don't know what's going on right now. No one is loading in. Literally no one is loading in. Oh, love the penis. Next guest is loading in here, chat. Oh, gosh, guys, I don't know what's going on. How long have we been live? We've been live for like 4 or 5 hours. GG's. Let's go ahead and get Trev up here. Hey, what's going on, Trev? Do you think it's wrong or moral to be gay?
Yeah.
What? All right. I guess not. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next guest here, chat. I don't know what's going on. Just please, guys, give it a minute. Ray, thank you so much for the galaxy, Ray. W Ray. W Persephone, W Gifter, W subs, W followers, W everyone. I don't know why these guests aren't loading in. By the way, we're still so close to 80 to 79,000 followers. If that button right there is red, hit it. Make that button go white. Mostly lurk. Thank you so much, Sophia. Thank you, Sophia Persephone. Thank you so much. Just know I appreciate you. What's going on, Justin? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay? Guys, I don't know what's going on. If you're in the guest request, please make sure that we're debating. W guests. I want a W, dude. I want a W guest train in the comments literally right now. I want a W guest train in the comments right fucking now because these guests are just so good. W guest all fucking day. W guest all fucking day. What's going on, Jesse? Do you think that it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
No.
W guest, bro. Guys, we're requesting make sure we think it's wrong to be gay, y'all. Make sure we think it's wrong to be gay, yeah. Let's go ahead and get Jake in here. Thank you so much for the roses. Also, we have gone so crazy on the subs today. You guys are nuts. Holy shit. All right, Jake is not loading in. I don't know what's going on with the guests, y'all. This is absurd. I really have no clue. I have no clue what's going on. You said nar. That's funny. What's going on, man? Do you think it's wrong or immoral to be gay?
I think it's alright to be gay.
All right, please. Only request if you think it's wrong. We're just looking for some debates. We're going to go and move on to the next guest. Oh, man. All right, next guest is loading in here. All right, guys, please, seriously, only request if you think it's wrong. We're just looking for some debates. You miss Parker? Bro, me too. That was fun. That was a fun collab. If you're still here from that, wow, you've been watching forever, man. I miss Parker, too. Let's go ahead and get Trev in here, y'all. I'm the GOAT. Thank you, Jesse. What's going on, Trev? Do you think that being gay is wrong or immoral?
Yeah. So in Genesis, it teaches us that you can only get married structural in Genesis.
Hello?
Yo,
can you prove to me God exists?
Yeah, so would there be a universe? Like, did the universe just create itself?
I don't know. Fundamental set of particles that is like more simplistic in nature. That is also bro. Why you ask me a question and then you interrupt me, right? So, anyways, yeah. So this idea of like a God creating like the universe, this is also going to like be used as justification for quite literally any religion, like the Islamic religion, like the Norse gods, the Greek gods, the Aztec gods, the Mayan gods, Hinduism, Buddhism, and or even like Shmizianity, which like says that like marriage is supposed to be between a man and a man, right? So it seems as if this justification like also justifies the claim that you're trying to fight against.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt you. My bad. But so let me get, since you like analogies, I'll use an analogy. So like would your house just appear? Like someone has to build your house. Like
did you not listen to a single thing I just said, Trevor? I'm saying that this notion that something must have created the universe, therefore God, is also used by quite literally every other religion that has ever existed.
No, yeah, I understand that, but I'm just saying
even like, religions that don't think it's wrong to be gay.
You don't even think there's a God?
No, bro. So the proof that you're providing right now can also be used by someone that says that being gay is okay. Therefore, it doesn't fucking matter.
Wait, could you repeat that?
Yeah, someone could believe in a God that thinks it's okay to be gay and then use the same evidence to support that notion. Therefore, it's not good evidence for your notion.
So why can't I use the Bible? Just because it's not like.
No, you can use the Bible, but the Bible only like fucking matters if it was like written by the Christian God and the Christian God exists. So prove to me that the Christian God exists without providing me justification that could be used to justify any other religion.
I mean, there's plenty of evidence. There's a reason why it's one of the biggest religions in the world.
Such as, what's the evidence?
I mean, like I don't know, like right off the top of my head. Like,
so then why do you believe in the Christian God?
Because it makes sense to me more than any other religion, and I do.
And I'm saying Shmezianity makes sense to me more than any other religion, and what makes sense to us isn't like justification. Ray, thank you so much for that mustache. So just picture this, Trev. If it made sense to me that racism was good, would I be justified in being a racist? No, fuck no, I wouldn't. So what makes sense? Like this isn't justification. So give me like actual justification for the Christian creator.
I mean, like. In Genesis it says, you know, man and woman is what I've been taught my whole life. It's what many people, and I think that
this somehow proves that the Christian God exists.
I just got interrupted, but
this somehow proves that the Christian God exists.
We're in a society today.
And this somehow proves that the Christian God exists.
And we're in a society today.
Bro, Trev, like, how are you just not going to answer my question? I can't ask you a question and then you just like choose to not listen to it, right? No, I mean, people in the chat are like, stop interrupting. Like, I'm going to interrupt when like the question is just not being answered, right? So I'm not going to interrupt you if you actually answer the question.
Wait, what was your question? Because I was trying to say something when you were...
Prove that the Christian God exists.
I can't. It's a belief. It's a religion. That's why you believe in your own religion. So if I won't use religion. I just
give what? So like blind faith isn't going to justify beliefs.
Say religion's against the rules, then, so I don't have to use it.
No, Trev. No, you can, but it has to be justified. Right? No, it can, but this has to be justified, right? So, like, blind faith isn't going to... So, if I have blind faith in a creator that says you should go unalive... Bro, Trevor, listen. If I have just blind faith, like, in a creator, or a creator makes sense to me, and this creator says that I should go unalive my neighbor, am I justified in unaliving my neighbor?
What'd you say? Sorry, cut out there.
If I have blind faith in a creator, and this creator says it's okay for me to unalive my neighbor, am I justified in unaliving my neighbor?
Well, that's completely like you're just taking it out of context there. Like that's just completely like no one.
So that's what people love to say. Like yeah, no, totally. I do. I totally do. So am I justified in thinking that?
No, because that's not a real belief that people have.
Oh no, it's a real belief that I have. Absolutely,
is it though? You believe?
Yeah. So don't try to gaslight me into thinking that I don't believe this. You're crazy, right? In the same way that you have blind faith in this creator. And that says it's wrong to be gay, you wouldn't be justified in thinking that it's wrong to be gay. If it's not blind faith, give me any type of like actual evidence to support his existence.
You know, there is, but if I exit my phone right now, I literally can't.
So you don't know any of it.
It'll exit me out of the line.
You don't know any of it.
There's proof that Jesus lived.
Yeah, there's proof that Jesus lived. Now give me proof that he rose from the dead.
What? What'd you say?
Now give me proof that he rose from the dead, or that he was like.
Well, I mean, all the witnesses. There's a reason it was written down in many journals.
512 eyewitnesses, right? So Shmeezus Christ, who rose from the dead in Boulder, Colorado, on August 27th at 9:56 p.m. on Pearl Street. This has 972 eyewitnesses. Actually, I bet a few of them are in here. If you guys saw Shmeezus rise from the dead, can you just like let me know in chat? Say I saw him. Yeah, tons of eyewitnesses. Right. So I'm talking about like another God that says other things that has more eyewitnesses. Well, now you're just mocking. So therefore, this is going to be like more justified under your worldview than your God. Because you're saying, I know, or I'm justified in thinking that the Christian God exists because of these 512 eyewitnesses. But when this other God has almost double the amount of eyewitnesses, you'd have to deem it as double justified, right? And if it is twice as justified as your God, and this God says it's okay to be gay, then the notion that it's okay to be gay is twice as justified as the notion that it isn't okay.
I mean, so just because there was 512 eyewitnesses, it's less real. It's less real. So if
it's less justified.
If there was millions,
it's less justified. If you're basing justification off of amount of eyewitnesses, that's what you're unequivocally going to be like unjustified, right? No, you brought it up. I asked for the proof. You said eyewitnesses.
I did bring that up.
So this was a proof that you brought up. So then I brought up another God with more eyewitnesses. So it's going to be more justified, right?
5.4 miles per hour. Total 29 minutes, 16 seconds.
I don't even know what are you saying? So you're saying there's another God that has justification? There's another.
No, you're saying that your God is justified by amount of. Bro, Trev, I need you to listen, right? You're saying your God is justified. You said that your God is justified in existing because of these eyewitnesses, right?
because of the stories and because of how Jesus was actually like a real person.
Right. And the same could be said about any other religion.
It's a real story. Like it's
right.
not
And
a
it's
fake story.
and wait, so then prove it's a real story by providing me
Jesus
with
was
like
a real
archaeological
person?
evidence. Bro, Trev, provide me with archaeological evidence that he rose from the dead.
I mean, there's many of journals that were found by
Such
certain
as
scientists.
Wait, no. So archaeological evidence, journals aren't. So what people say or what people write down isn't evidence to support a notion. A good example of listen, like a good example of this is going to be Shmeezianity. It's like a religion that I've concocted to like disprove other religions. I could like 1,000 people will tell you that Jesus Christ rose from bro. Trev, listen, right? 1,000 people will tell you that Jesus Christ rose from the dead. They'll write it down in journals. There's even a whole book of Shmeezianity. Fucking Schmeidel. Yes, there is. It's in my Discord. It's unironically in my Discord. If you join my Discord and you go to welcome and then you look at the book of Shmeezus, there's an entire Schmeidel.
So
right?
at this
and what
point,
I'm saying is like, in the same way that if like I could get 1,000 people to write about and say that they saw Shmeezus, it's not totally like implausible that these other journals written about other religions aren't necessarily like true, right? And this is where like archaeological evidence comes in. Like actual evidence that can't be refuted. Is there any unrefutable archaeological evidence to support that Jesus Christ rose from the dead?
So I got a question real quick. So when you said like you could just get 1,000 people, so you think that Jesus just got 1,000 people to write down those witnesses or those like what's it called? Like diaries about what happened back then? You think that he just got those 1,000 people?
I mean, like, what do you think happened, bro? Trev, what do you think happened about like another religion that you don't believe in? What about Islam and all the manuscripts, bro? Trev, listen. What about Islam? What about Islam and all the journals and the manuscripts written about that? Or all the journals and the manuscripts written about the Greek gods or the Norse gods or the pagan gods or the Hindu gods or the Buddhist gods or the Aztec gods or the Mayan gods. Or like this same shit exists for any other religion. And this is why I continue to ask the same question that you are avoiding to answer because you know you can't answer it. And it's archaeological evidence.
I mean, there is. I literally have it on my phone. If I exit my phone, I can't like come back in.
Tell me what it
there's
is.
Archaeological evidence
Such
of
as?
the Roman when the Romans took there's archaeological evidence of that prison that Jesus was held in and that it concludes
right. So
that.
I'm not. So I'm willing to accept that Jesus was held in a prison.
No, but
what I'm not willing, bro, Trev. No. What I'm not willing to accept. Wait, how old are you, Trev?
I'm 18.
What year were you born?
2005.
All right, sweet. So what I'm not willing to accept is that Jesus Christ rose from the dead and was a god. He could have been a real man and done so many things that were documented. But like, if it's not shown that he was a real man and the real God, then it kind of doesn't fucking matter, right?
Well, there's
give me eyewitnesses again. On the eyewitnesses, 972 eyewitnesses of Jesus Christ rising from the dead in Boulder,
Why do you keep making up a fake religion?
Bro, it's not made up. It's not made up. Why are you doubting my religion? Excuse you, fucking bro. Excuse you. You're being so disrespectful right now, dude. Don't disrespect my religion.
That's crazy.
No, don't disrespect my religion at all.
That's crazy. But
what's crazy about it? That's more bro. Trev, if you're gonna say it's a fake religion, even though it has twice as many eyewitnesses, Trev. Oh, just because someone wrote down in the Bible that there was 512 eyewitnesses doesn't necessarily mean that it's true. You just see. This is my whole purpose of bringing it up.
Just because you got people to say that doesn't.
Trev. This is my whole purpose of bringing it up. Hold up, right? No. This is just the whole purpose of me bringing this up. Right? You just said it yourself. You just said it your fucking self, Trev. Just because people said it didn't mean it happened. So just because one man said that 512 people saw him rise from the dead doesn't mean that it happened.
So, but you're saying that you're getting people to say that. You're saying that someone just got someone to say it.
No. They saw it. They saw it. These
are eyewitnesses seeing it happen.
972 eyewitnesses saw Jesus Christ rose from the dead. Prove that they didn't. Prove that they didn't, homie. Homie, prove that they didn't. Prove that they didn't. Prove that they didn't. Oh, okay. You prove that they didn't. I'm so glad that you said that. You keep checkmating yourself. So obviously this is. So now prove that. Now prove that 512. No. What you just said is prove that they did see him. So this is fun. Prove that the 512 eyewitnesses that saw Jesus saw him. You understand that I'm using your same questions, your same skepticism, your same curiosity, your same doubt against you.
So can I speak without getting muted, please?
Yeah, if you prove that 512 people saw Jesus Christ rose from the dead.
So they're writing diaries about what they saw.
Right. Just as people are
Back
writing
then.
diaries about seeing Jesus
could
Christ
they
rise from the dead.
Yeah. How could they have proof back then?
Right. So this is Trevor.
It's a belief that people have. And
What
I
did
also
you
have other
What
points
did you ask me,
besides
Trevor?
religion.
What did you ask me? You asked me to prove those eyewitnesses to validate my God. So, but you don't think you should have to prove those eyewitnesses to validate your God?
The thing is, your religion isn't thousands of years old. It's a made up religion that you made a few months ago.
Oh,
probably,
so
or
if a
some shit.
religion is now based off upon how old it is, then the
Thousands of
Norse
years
gods.
ago with
Right now, Trev,
an
listen to me,
actual
right?
book.
So now you're saying my religion is
Actual
more
thousands of
justified than your religion because it's older, right? So using the same logic, is the
it's
Norse
more-
gods more justified than your religion because it's older? Are the Aztec or the Mayan gods more justified than your religion because it's older?
What'd you say? The Mayans and
The
Aztecs?
Aztec or the Mayan gods? Yeah.
That's not really. Are those religions?
Yes.
Aztec is a religion.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, just because I'm not saying that just because it's older, it's better than yours.
So then that's exactly what you said. Yours isn't thousands of years old, therefore mine's more credible.
But it's also.
And then when
but
I
it
ask
also
you a
has- there's
question,
reason more people that believe in fucking Christianity than
so the amount of people that believe in something justify it. So when almost
there's- it's
everyone
all
in
those
Germany
things
believed
put
that
together.
Jewish people, listen, when in Germany in the 1930s, when almost everyone believed that Jewish people were no better than the dirt on the ground, that was justified.
No one, but not
It's
everyone
called,
believed that.
It's called it's just like not
Not
everyone
everyone.
believes in Christianity, right?
You're right. Not everyone believes in Christianity.
Right.
but
So
I'm
then
just
there's
saying
no logical
that- I'm saying
symmetry.
it's one of the most.
Not
it's
to
one of the
mention
most-
that this is called an appeal to popularity. So Trevor, if everyone believed in Shmizus, would this make Shmizus real?
No.
So
does everyone believe in Shmizus though? That's just a hypothetical.
it
You
is a
can't just use-
hypothetical. No, it is a hypothetical, and you answered no. You said if everyone believed in Shmizus, it wouldn't make it real. Therefore, when you say so many people believe in Christianity, therefore it must be real, you just contradicted yourself.
So you said, can you repeat that? Because I don't even.
Yeah.
You speak hella fast. My bad, bro.
So you said so many people believe in Christianity, it must be real, right? So then
No,
I asked
that's
you a
not what I said.
hypothetical question. Yes, you did.
No, I
You
said-
referenced.
I
Then
said
what was
all
the
those
point of
things
referencing
together.
of how many people believed in Christianity and how little people believed in Shmizianity? You are obviously pushing this notion that Christianity is inherently more justified because more people believe in it, right? So what I'm getting at here is the hypothetical I asked you: if everyone believed in Shmizianity, but what?
In the chat, bro.
Yeah, don't look at chat. Look at me, right? So the hypothetical I asked you was if everyone believed in Shmizianity, would that justify it? You said no. Therefore, this notion that you were perpetuating about how many people believe in Christianity for justification for Christianity would be refuted and disproved by the own words that have come out of your own mouth.
Well, I'm just saying that. I'm pointing out all those things together. You're just pointing out one thing, you're just saying because hella people believe in it that it's real. That's not what I'm saying.
Trev, I've discredited so many things. I've literally discredited every single claim you've made. Trev, I've discredited every single claim you've made individually.
I know, that's why I wanted to get off religion a while ago, so I have some other points that weren't just religion.
Okay, get off religion then. What's your next point?
So I think we're growing up in a society, because if you look at it, back in the 50s, 60s, all them, there was actually the homosexual rate was very low. And I think that it's more of a society problem, how we're pushing it onto children and how, and that sort of thing. And I think it's very, I don't think that's right at all. And I think it's very wrong.
All right, Jeff.
And
So
also have another-
let's talk about this one first. So you think that in order for it to be like a societal problem, for it to be for us to see higher rates of people being gay because of its societal acceptance, this must mean that being gay is a choice, right?
I think some people. I don't know. That's a good question.
So
because I don't
it
know if
is. It's a good
definitely
question. I can answer it. The Netherlands Institute for Brain Research, in conjunction with the Center for Neurodoctrine Studies at the University of Pittsburgh in Massachusetts, proved that being gay is not a choice because being gay is dependent upon physicalities of the brain. I could go on a 10-minute ramble about that, but I'm going to spare your time.
So you just pulled up a random institution from the Netherlands that said that?
It's not a random institution. It's a pretty big one with reputation.
Institute. So what did the American Institute? Because we're talking about race.
Oh, sure. Sure. If you want to talk about America, we could just look at the American Medical Association. Bro, you just asked me a question. You said you wanted to talk about institutes in America.
Sure.
First of all, crazy straw man. I'm just not going to believe anything that doesn't come from America. But anyways, sure, let's look at America. We could look at the American Medical Association, or we could look at like the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American College of Physicians, the American Academy of Family Physicians, the American Counseling Association, the American Public Health
They
Association.
all say what you just said?
Yeah,
Or are
yeah,
you just listing
of course
off
they do.
sources?
No,
that you read?
all these institutions. So basically, like, come in agreement. Yeah, no, it's not a choice; it's natural, right? And basically, what I'm getting at is we do see higher rates of like self-reported homosexuals in our country, right? But this is going to be because of the societal acceptance. It's not going to be caused by it. It's going to be because of it, right? So like when we see extreme prejudice held against certain marginalized group of people, such as homosexuals, we're going to see less homosexuals self-reporting that they are indeed homosexual because of that marginalization, oppression, and prejudice, right? And this is like for the same
I
reason
think
that
we push it too much.
No, Trevor. For the same reason that in Germany in the 1930s, when the Jews were
Can't compare it to
persecuted,
that.
bro, yes, I can. Just listen. You wait for the comparison before you say I can't compare it.
Holocaust, dude.
Bro, Trev, wait for the comparison before you say I can't compare it. So in Germany in the 1930s, there was a lot of Jewish people that were being persecuted. And when the persecution began, a lot of them just said they weren't Jewish. In the same way that in persecution against homosexualities, a lot of them just said they weren't homosexual, right? And as it became more societally accepted, more individuals felt comfortable in like identifying as gay publicly. Left-handed people too, right? And then like this further pushes the narrative that it's not due to like socialization because of that fact, and then also because of the findings of all these institutions of medicine, science, psychology, sociology, and otherwise that show being gay is not a choice and it's dependent upon physicalities of the brain.
So you're saying what? That it's so what are you comparing to the Holocaust, dude?
He's lost. It's unfortunate. He was lost. I tried with him. He was lost. That was pretty crazy. That was crazy, y'all. Unfortunately, he was so lost. He was so fucking lost, chat. He was so fucking lost. My God. Well, actually, we also, guys, thank you so much for 1.3 million likes. This is crazy. And also for the 1.6k people that are still here, thank you so much for being here. This has been a really awesome stream. This has been an incredible fucking stream. I love you all so much. I'm gonna go ahead and end
10
for the
minutes,
night.
29
I have to be up
seconds.
really early in the
Lap
morning
speed
to go to court.
5.7 miles per hour.
I'm fighting a
Total
red light
39
ticket I
minutes,
got,
46
which
seconds.
I bet you could
Total
tell
4
like
miles.
someone like me
Heart
that
rate
sits on here and
92
debates all
beats per
day
minute.
is like so likely to go to court and to debate a judge. It's like right up my fucking alley. It's right up my fucking alley, man. Persephone, thank you so much for that galaxy. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Yeah, so my next debate is gonna be tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. against a judge. Yeah, and I see the comment saying one more. Unfortunately, it's getting late. I seriously have to go to bed, so I wake up for court because I have problems with waking up. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, stream it. I'll stream my debate against a judge. That's a great idea. If this button right here is red, make sure you hit it. Make it go white. I do debates like these quite literally every single day. They're so much fun. I really want to appreciate everyone who gifted, all the donors today, like you, Persephone, and then like you, little body dupe, and everyone else that donated. I fucking appreciate you guys so much. This is my job, and you guys make it possible. Also, subscribers, thank you all so fucking much. I think we got like 50 subscribers today. That's wild. I was looking at the TikTok analytics. We're in the top 0.03 for subscribers of everyone that goes live on TikTok. Everyone that followed, new followers, people that just found me today. You're in for a wild ride. I do this every day. Make sure to join me tomorrow. Everyone in the chat, fucking thank you all. I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful. Anyways, y'all, I'm out of here. Everyone have a phenomenal night. But before we leave, I just had a good idea for the people that are still in here. We're going to find someone to raid. I was literally just going to click the in button, but I think we're going to find someone to raid. Oh, this is going to be fun. I love raiding people. Yeah, let's go ahead and head over to Nights. Also, I've seen all the comments. Oh, make sure to join my Discord. The link's in the bio. Join the fucking Discord. I'm going to be chatting in there till I fall asleep. I'm going to be chatting in the general chat until I fall asleep. All right, everyone. Once again, I appreciate you all for the amazing stream today. Let's all go over to @NateDebates and spam Dean Raid in the comment section. He's another really great host, great guy, does great things. Everyone, let's go to Nate's stream and spam Dean Raid All right, I'm going to go ahead and end. I love you all. Good.